This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Are you looking for the powerful roar of a work truck, the quiet performance of an EV, or the creature comforts of a hybrid SUV? Whatever you need, the best place to see them, touch them, and drive them is at the Seattle International Auto Show, presented by BECU. Test drives, demonstrations, and information all under one roof. Live at Lumen Field Event Center, Thursday through Sunday, November 14 through 17. Discover your drive. For tickets and info, visit SeattleAutoShow.com today. Hey, anyone know what channel the game's on? We know. Download the Sports on What app today and always know how to watch the game. Satellite, cable, or streaming. Sports on What knows the channel the game is on, and you can too. Subscribe today to start your 7-day free trial. Sports on What? We know.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the men's room.
And away we go. Welcome to season 19, episode number 4,173. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and my cock, Montgomery. And you are in the men's room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has the wildest foods at all NFL stadiums. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, a men's room shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack.
All right, here we go. Florida man wearing an ankle monitor at Walmart decides to try and kidnap someone. Meanwhile, a man who huffed 500 laughing gas balloons a week is no longer having fun. Michigan man wins free wings for a year after chugging a jug of ranch dip. A 4-year-old calls 911 with Alexa when her mom begins to slip. And a student invention will make you hate vacuuming even more. But it's all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big... Good Lord, man.
Well, you guys are fired up today. I'm fired up. I'm spinning it.
You know what? That's fair. A little fired up today. Today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we will spin the category wheel.
Yeah. See?
Now you know, so you got to do it twice to nail it once. Come on.
Practice makes perfect.
We will spin the category wheel, and then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because, as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Pam, who thought a black tie event was a Tiger Woods party and found a way to answer 14 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Well, of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
To make a test to play Big Dummy, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live, and send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
It's better over here. Now at T-Mobile, get 4 5G phones on us and 4 lines for $25 a line per month when you switch with eligible trade-ins. All on America's largest 5G network.
Minimum of 4 lines for $25 per line per month with autopay discount using debit or bank account. $5 more per line without autopay, plus taxes and fees and $10 device connection charge. Phones via 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue bill credits or credit stop and balance on a required finance agreement due. Bill credits end if you pay off devices early. See T-Mobile.com.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Oh, Charles, away we go. Welcome to season 19, episode number 4173. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat as the head chef is back. Ted's Meat and Potatoes celebrating the kickoff of the NFL season tonight.
Yeah.
With some of the wildest foods at NFL stadiums. Wow. I guess a lot of these have to do with the region and what the specialties are in the area.
It is. And I feel like baseball really goes crazy, but, football's getting in on the action.
There. Typically, baseball seemed to be more involved. Minor league baseball as far as...
Minor league, they just go nuts, which I like.
Right. And in Seattle, we have the luxury of, some higher-end foods.
For sure.
Especially with baseball. You go to a baseball game, you can get just about anything.
People rolling down with sushi, But baseball lends itself to it.
You should be able to sit down and eat dinner at a baseball game. Where it seems to me like in football sometimes, unless you're tailgating or you get there early, you're kind of just grabbing something that you can quickly take back to your seat because once the game starts, you're kind of you're in.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
and football's just more intense. Look, there's a lot of sitting around, right?
Sure.
But also, I feel like with baseball, just the pace of the game, you're more likely to sit there and eat a few more things.
Yeah.
Chat more. Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Get something like nachos or something. Whereas, I feel like at a football game, I'm hammering down a hot dog and a beer or a pretzel and a beer.
Eat fast. Yeah.
And typically, if you see something, like someone sitting beside you, and you say, hey, man, where did you get that? And they'll point all the way over across the stadium and say, it's going to take you about 20 minutes to get there.
That's when you say, nope.
Yeah, but it looks like it was worth the walk.
I spent, 25 minutes one time finding frickin' Dippin' Dots for the kids at a Mariners game. My daughter's like, I just really want Dippin' Dots. And it was a hot day. I'm like, sure, no problem, man. It turns out where we were seated in the stadium, the Dippin' Dots, the first place I could get Dippin' Dots was exactly on the other side.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm already irritated. I finally get back to the seat. What does my daughter say to me? She say, thank you, Dad. She says, no, what took you so long? So I explained it to her. I'm like, you want more goddamn Dippin' Dots, you're doing it yourself.
Okay. Can you get a Seattle dog at Lumen Field? Can you get a Seattle dog at T-Mobile Park?
Yes. You could get you can outside the stadiums for sure.
Right. I know that.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there a stand that sell inside?
No, not inside. No.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's called the Mariner dog, right? But it's not the Seattle dog.
You know what? There is one place that has local dogs and brats. And they say they have a Seattle dog at the stadium.
Okay.
So if you're heading to see the Seahawks game, just know that is the case. What else do we have for you today? Some updated locations on the Men's Room IPA from Black Raven Brewing. We will bring you those. Another programming note for you. We've been telling you to buy those 4-packs of Halloween Hullabaloo tickets.
Yes.
They sold out.
Yeah. Well, apparently you listened.
So if you're trying to grab a ticket, please head to KISW.com for the show Sunday, October 13th at the Showware Center with Hailstorm and Godsmack. Hopefully you'll still be able to get in and find yourself a ticket or two. And today is the day we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We'll spin the category wheel. You're either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. And so far, our biggest dummy has been Pam. It took her 13 questions to get one right. And as we do when we play the game known as Big Dummy, like to do a little men's room poll. The last time we asked you to pick from one of the following 4 options. You could either be attacked by a dolphin. Mm-hmm. As we read the story off the coast of Japan, where one dolphin just this year alone is responsible for 28 attacks.
Yep.
They believe it is the same dolphin. One person in particular, broken ribs, a lot of puncture wounds. Every single person who was attacked, the dolphin was trying to drag them out to the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's a freaking psychopath.
And you got to remember, dolphins can weigh 500 to 600 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So that was option number 1. The next option, you could take a civilian space flight, as it's been announced that the first ever all-civilian crew will be going up into orbit. You said, Steve, that they're doing some interesting stuff as far as just like going through some heat shields or
the radiation belt, as it were. So the farther out you go in Earth's orbit, there's a big band of radiation. So typically you try to keep people out of there because it's radiation. So on this particular flight, one of the things they're experimenting with is not so much the ship itself, but the new spacesuits they're wearing.
Okay. All right.
So basically what you're telling them
they're doing
is,
a spacewalk and everything else.
We're going to send you to this heavy radiation area to find out if our suits work. No, thank you.
Yeah. Also, Naked in a Museum, I believe it was France.
Yeah.
They have opened up one night either every month or whatever the deal is, but they're based on the naturalism of the display. They are allowing some people to go in there one day a week and tour the museum completely all natural.
Not completely naked. You have to have shoes.
Exactly. And finally, of course, you're going to be stuck in space.
Yeah.
Like the 2 astronauts who are still waiting to get down.
It's still a thing, Mike. They're still there.
So those were your options from last week. Here's how things shook down. If you vote, as we put the poll up on Twitter at Men's Room Live, coming in at 4th place at 11%. You picked to be stuck in space.
All right.
Now, that was 3rd or 2nd last week.
Correct.
I cannot remember. It has fallen to 4th place at 11%. Coming in barely above that number at 12% in 3rd place, you said, I'll take being attacked by a dolphin. 27% of you in 2nd place said, I'll take the civilian space flight. Number 1, 50%, over half said, you know what, I'll just be naked at the museum and I'll walk around with the other 250 people for the 2-hour tour or whatever.
I'm sure that'll be quite the sight to see.
Okay. Speaking of sight, we're going to get into the census today on the Men's Room poll. We're not going to go to sight, but we have a few other things that you will choose from. Pick one. The first option is that you will lose your sense of taste.
All right.
This is called agoisia, and agoisia is a complete loss of your sense of taste. The condition makes it impossible to detect taste, sweet, sour, salty, or bitter. And they also threw in umami. I have no idea why, but part of the...
that now qualifies as one of the taste senses.
Yes. They say your sense of taste involves lots of parts, including your taste buds, nerves that carry taste signals to your brain. Either way, only about 1 out of 1,000 people have this condition with a complete loss of taste. It can affect anyone, most common in people who are 50 years of age or older. Do you guys know the biggest problem they say with losing your sense of taste? What is the biggest problem that can occur?
I don't know. Food poisoning?
Not exactly, but close. Basically, you cannot distinguish anything. So if you taste a bad oyster, you might be able to get the feel of it, but you don't know it's bad. If your fish smells rotten, if your milk is rotten, if your meat is going bad, if your chicken is going bad, you might not be able to tell that you're eating something that you should not be eating. Where most people who have taste buds, they know right away this does not taste right. It can take the joy out of eating, so they do say you will eat less. But the condition can keep you from detecting the harmful flavors you should avoid.
I'd also think it would help you eat better.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't eat mostly healthy foods because I think they taste like vegetables. Right? But, like, if I couldn't taste beets, sure, I'll eat a pizza.
Well, they taste no different than a pizza other than the
Exactly.
texture. So the problem with losing your taste is if you love food, and I love food, the sweetness at night with a salty snack, the taste of your dinner, how you season your food, what you just enjoy, you're not going to be able to taste anything anymore.
And sometimes food's good. You just eat it even though you're not hungry.
Right, because it tastes good.
You wouldn't do that.
Yep.
Nope.
Next up.
I imagine those chips in my house. They'd be like, this is great. We could survive longer than a weekend.
Well, the texture might be good, but the flavor is not there.
Right.
Okay. So option number 2, you would lose your sense of touch. They call this hypoesthesia, total partial loss or sensation in the body, sometimes accompanied by pins and needles and tingling. In addition to losing a sense of pain, you lose your sense of temperature body-wise. So if you are running a fever, you don't necessarily know it, which is interesting that those two are, they correlate. You cannot touch, you do not feel anything when you touch it. You may not feel the position of the numb part of your body. In general, oftentimes a result from an injury or irritation of a nerve. The damage can result from trauma, a fall, metabolic abnormalities, compression in your back that causes swelling. You get the idea. You just can't feel anything.
Right.
That kind of takes sex off the table, doesn't it?
It does.
Absolutely.
You'd still like to look at someone naked.
Sure.
But, I mean, would you even masturbate?
I mean, if you could stand to perform, like, you'd be a sex god, but...
I can keep going.
Right. Yep. Like, it's not doing anything for me.
God, that would suck.
Yes.
It'd be awful.
Yeah.
Option 3, you would lose your ability to smell. Anosmia. It is the full loss of smell. It can be temporary or permanent. Most of the times when people have it, it can be permanent. You partially or completely lose your sense of smell when the mucous membranes in your nose are irritated or obstructed. The sense of smell, they say, is important to overall health and nutrition, since diminished sensations can lead to poor appetite and malnutrition. An altered sense of smell may pose other health-related problems. People may accidentally consume soured or rancid foods because they are unable to detect odors that signal spoilage, much like losing your sense of taste. Those with the problem may also be unaware when they are breathing in toxic, polluted, or smoke-filled air. Correct. Although rare, some people are born without the sense of smell. It is a not often condition. This occurs when either it is inherited, genetic disorder, or abnormal development of the olfactory system. So, option number 3, you lose your sense of smell.
Which I believe would also affect, to a degree, your sense of taste.
Absolutely.
I feel like taste and smell go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And your 4th option this week on our men's room poll, you are stuck in space. As they say,
they're still there.
We have an update, though. I mean, we're trying
do we have an update?
Give you that. It's still an option. They are still there.
They are still there, yeah.
We want them to know when they come back down to Earth that we were still thinking about them, and we still remembered that they were up there stuck in space.
I get the feeling if we interviewed them when they landed, they'd be like, pick the dolphin attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Trust me, you don't want this.
Check this one out. A Space Force officer will command a mission later this month to safely bring home 2 astronauts who have been unexpectedly stuck above the International Space Station, marking the first time a Guardian will launch into space for such a high-profile operation. Now, keep in mind, they say in the release, this will be sent to safely bring home 2 astronauts. Like anything else,
right?
Any mission could have its problems. Colonel Nick Hague, he is an active-duty Space Force Guardian. He will be joined by cosmonaut Alexander Gorbanov.
Is potato.
Aboard the SpaceX Dragon spacecraft for the NASA Crew 9 mission. Now, originally, Hague and Gorbanov were supposed to be joined by 2 other astronauts. They were supposed to go up there as a foursome. But they need the space to bring back the 2 astronauts because of the Boeing Starliner spacecraft, which have left Barry Wilmore and Sunita Williams stuck for months longer than anticipated.
In space.
So Hague and Gorbanov will launch no earlier than September 24th.
No earlier than.
So
so they sped up. All right, so these guys are going to be, because originally it was the February timeline?
Their time up there is now going to be extended. The return date still looks to be roughly the same. They're going up earlier for whatever reason that needs to be done.
How annoying is that? Right? So just think about it. We're trapped, I don't know. It's like a mountain rescue, all right? We have been trapped on this mountain forever. The rescuers show up and they're like, oh, no, look, we'll fly you back home, but we got to chop down some trees and some other things first.
By the way, the Crew 9 mission will mark the first time in history that a Space Force Guardian has launched into space. This is also
putting the space in Space Force.
Boeing Starliner launched June 5th with Williams and Wilmore on board at a mission slated to last only 8 days, but mechanical issues with the spacecraft and concerns over whether it could return the duo safely have left them aboard the International Space Station for around 3 months. NASA hopes to bring the unmanned Starliner back to Earth as soon as this upcoming weekend. This is what will be interesting to see.
If this thing comes back safely?
Does this thing come back safely? And do these two go, man.
I mean, if it does, aren't you pissed?
And if it doesn't, don't you go, oh, thank God. So either way, your 4 choices. You can lose your sense of taste. You can lose touch and feeling. Again, back to sex. You can lose your sense of smell, or
back to sex.
You can be stuck in space.
Back to sex.
So there are your options. I don't think I could ever do losing my taste buds. That would really, yes, I would lose weight more than likely. Yes, I would probably eat healthier. All probably good things, but to not have a sense of taste.
But you want to enjoy it, man.
I woke up this morning, I was digging through my freezer trying to figure out what I was going to make tonight for this football game when we get home.
Right.
That was my first item up for bid.
Yep.
Because most of my stuff is frozen. So if I have something I want to take out, hamburger, steak, whatever the deal is, I need to make sure I do that in the morning. And it's just a regimen of mine.
Sure.
Because, man, dinner, I love breakfast, but dinner is my jam, man. I love going home, just sitting down, having a good dinner, watching some television, calling it a day.
Yeah. Me, I think I definitely miss peanut butter and jelly and cinnamon toast crunch. You know what, man? I'm staying in space again.
Gonna be stuck in space.
Stuck in space.
I don't want to lose touch or feeling for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Because you basically lost your sense of gratification, so to speak. Also, you can't really feel anything, which I think would be very dangerous if you have your hands on the wheel of a car and you can't feel that they're there.
Yeah.
So those types of things, I think when you think about it, would be problematic.
How many times you burned yourself, cut yourself?
Yeah, I'm with you. Obviously, losing taste would suck the most, but it'd probably be better.
But when you lose your sense of smell, as Mike was saying, you also still lose some of your ability to taste.
You know what? I didn't think I'd pick one till they were home, but I guess get me stuck in space.
Oh, you're coming up in space now.
Stuck in space.
All right.
Honestly, I'm probably going to go with taste. It's going to suck, but I've also been told that my taste buds are muted, quote.
Why is that now? What do you mean?
Members beef and broccoli?
Exactly.
Well, I know, but that was 10 years ago.
I do enjoy the taste of some foods, but I find that that what I like most about eating is more texture than anything. So as long as I can still have the sensation of texture, I'll still get by. I will probably eat healthier things. It's going to suck. It's not going to be fun at all. I don't actually want it, but I think out of those choices, it would probably be the best for me.
Okay. So as far as stuck in space, do you guys, if they launch that, basically what happens to happen is this. The capsule that they went up in is still docked at the International Space Station. Just based on the fact they've been trying to figure out one way or another if they can repair the thrusters, if they can get the hydrogen leak or whatever was going on, helium fixed. Whatever the problem is, they have been working on this.
They have been.
Because they wanted to try to see if it was a safe option to return the astronauts.
But they said they're struggling because they can't recreate the vacuum of space. Because it behaves a lot different there than it does on Earth. So they said all these experiments we're doing now, it's not that they're entirely worthless, but we can't get an accurate read on this. This is not the condition that these things
are. And if one thruster does not work, there is a possibility that
you're going to die.
It's not going to enter orbit. It's not going to even. Or there's a question of, will it be able to withstand the heat shield when it goes through all those things?
That's a very comforting question.
So this weekend, if this does happen, do you guys believe that what is it, the Starliner? Do you believe it will return? The Starliner. Do you believe that it will return to Earth safely? What's the side bet on that thing making it?
I think there's a difference in what we're asking, though. Will it make it back safely? I believe that it will. Do I believe that it would make it back safely with 2 astronauts in it? I do not. So in other words, if it doesn't hit exactly the right trajectory and this thing slams into the ground, like, you might be able to salvage the vehicle, but if people were in that thing when it hits the ground...
This is not a water landing, right? This is a desert landing, I believe, in like New Mexico or Arizona.
I'm not sure. I think I would aim for the water, guys. I mean, no offense, but like maybe try to get a splash down.
What happens, it depends on what the capsule is capable of doing. It might not be designed to land in the water.
Even for what they designed it, it's not doing great, man.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
right.
My opinion is like, bro, just aim for the ocean.
So our men's room poll, you get to pick one. Will you lose your taste, lose your touch, lose your smell, or be stuck in space? We'll come back and play the game known as Big Dummy next.
Now, with the MLB app, you can get baseball your way. Pick your favorite team, your favorite players, and get customized highlights, stories, and breaking news right on your home feed. Follow the action with Game Tip, where 3D replays add another dimension. Plus, notifications can keep you connected to every pitch, every hit, every game. The MLB app. Baseball your way. Download it now for free from the App Store or Google Play. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Way to go. The game is Big Dummy. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-803-ROCK. Speaking of, Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game?
Hello, Pat. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy.
Hola, bichola.
Hola. Pat, are you sober or not sober?
Team sober. Just got off work.
Okay, Pat, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll, pick one. Are you going to lose your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be stuck in space?
I'm going with taste.
Taste? Okay.
Yeah, I got to lose a few pounds. I'm going with taste.
That'll definitely do it.
What food would you miss the most?
Probably curry.
Oh.
Like Indian curry.
Damn. All right. Then you like flavor, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. All right, Curry Pat, here is your question. Now, we know that a male cat is called a Tom. What is a female cat called?
Jane.
Jane.
Tom? Is it a kitty?
No. It's either a Queen or a Molly.
Oh.
So your cat's name correct?
Molly, I feel like I knew that.
My dog's name is Molly.
Jesus, sorry.
The cat is Rainbow Janet Hill. Put some respect on that, Ted.
Yeah,
my apologies to you and your daughter.
The dog goes to festivals.
Yeah. All right, your question.
His dog is not allowed.
No.
She is so friendly, but she would scare the
Her name is Molly.
She would scare the crap out of people.
She would annoy the piss out.
I mean, can you imagine losing the dog at a festival? Come here, Molly.
I would get hooked up real quick.
Molly. You got 5 dudes just rushing.
Yeah, I know. Here you go, man. All right, your question. How many chromosomes does the average human have?
23.
I know where you went wrong on this. We have 46. We have 23 pairs of chromosomes.
Okay.
The 46.
Oh, that's right. Son of a...
Nah, you're tracking, man.
That was a good guess, man.
Real quick, can I give a shout-out to a couple people listening?
Do they have phones?
What's that?
Do they have phones?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll call them.
Oh, okay.
No, go ahead. Give me a shot.
I'm just kidding.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Brooke, and Jesse. What's up, guys?
No, wait. Is that 2 different Brooks, or did you just say Brooks' name twice?
No, Brooke and Jesse. One Brooke, one Jesse.
But you said Brooke, and Jesse, so obviously you like Brooke more than Jesse because her name is worth saying twice. That's all I'm saying. Jesse, I feel bad for you, man.
That might be slightly true, but it's okay.
I feel like Brooke's a solid name.
Brooke for a dude or a girl?
Yeah. Girl.
Okay.
That's why you said it twice.
Brooke,
Okay.
Jesse,
All right,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, the Brooke I know, man. She's awesome.
So Brooke and
Yeah, this
Jesse.
Brooke's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. All right. All right, here's your question. What company coined the phrase, quote, a diamond is forever?
Zales.
De Beers?
Yep.
De Beers.
It's like probably the favorite in Chicago.
De Beers. Man, I'm from the Midwest. I should have known that.
Yeah.
Da Beers. All right, your question. What is the lightest element on the periodic table?
Hydrogen.
Got it.
Well done.
Nice job.
Yes, indeed.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Iris. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Oh, yeah.
Iris, are you sober or not sober?
I'm currently sober, but I just cracked open a men's room IPA.
Oh, Iris. All right. We appreciate it. Thank you. All right, Iris. Okay, pick one on the poll. Will you lose your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be stuck in space?
Well, they all suck, but I'd say lose taste.
Taste. Okay, well, good times ahead.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You finally hooked me up.
That's right.
Quit complaining about it. All right, Iris. Here's your question. Doesn't matter. I didn't shower for 3 days.
Yeah,
So-
hey.
All right, your question. In the movie Christmas Vacation, what does Aunt Bethany recite when asked to say a blessing?
I have never seen that movie.
What?
The original Vacation?
The original one. Yeah, I've never seen it.
How old are you?
40.
Okay.
All right, that's fair. I mean, I'm 43, but I love that movie.
Yeah.
What did she read? I don't know. The Lord's Prayer? I don't know.
No, when asked to do a blessing, she recited the Pledge of Allegiance.
Now I know.
Real tomato ketchup, Eddie?
Only best.
Just fine on its own.
All right, Iris, your question. How many bones?
This might predate you. There was definitely a 10-year period where Miles and I would just throw in vacation quotes.
Yeah.
Like Ben would get mad. He's like, nobody's getting the jokes.
I don't know why they call this hamburger helper.
Yeah.
That was just fine on its own, I think, right?
Just could. If somebody's named Clark, we'd get one in.
Oh, yeah. Daddy says I do best.
All right, Iris, your question. How many bones are there in the human body?
206.
Boom! Iris, how did you know that?
I don't know. My head is just full of random facts, and that was one of them.
Okay.
All right.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Paul. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, hola.
Hola.
Paul, sober or not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Paul. All right, Paul. Men's room poll, pick one. Lose your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be stuck in space.
We'll go with smell.
Smell. Okay. Fart all you
You
want.
got a wife and kid, you know, they can test it.
If I had high school kids playing sports, yes.
Yeah, then you want to lose your sense of smell. That is for sure.
Oh, God, that's awful.
So I'm so glad my son plays so many sports. And you open his bedroom door and you're like, my God, man, what is happening?
You smelled like that, too.
Oh, I know I did.
Without sports.
Without sports, yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough, but at least I can only speak for myself. You being a fat kid doing 2 days. Like, it's not just that your practice stuff, like the pads reek.
Right.
Everything reeks.
All right, here's your question. What is the capital of Turkey?
It's Bulistan.
We had this last week.
Pretty sure you just made a place up. Ankara.
Yeah, we had the same one. You do that? Is this your new Frankfurt, Kentucky?
It's my new Frankfurt, Kentucky.
Okay.
Like, you tell people, but for whatever reason, no one remembers.
Who's going to Turkey?
I don't know.
Well, I guess who's going to Kentucky?
Yeah, well, yeah. Given the choice, I'd probably pick Turkey.
I'm going to go to the Turkish Derby.
What is the Turkish Derby?
Well, the Derby would be a reason to go to Kentucky, so maybe I'll go to the one in
Turkish
Turkey.
Derby.
Turkish turkeys.
Yeah.
Turkey Derby?
The Turkey Derby.
You say something's Turkish. I just, food-wise, I'm like, I'm in.
Smells good?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, your question, multiple choice. What is the only body cell with no nucleus? Skin cells, nerve cells, white blood cells, or red blood cells?
White blood cells.
I'll say skin.
Red blood cells. Nucleus free. It's a brag point, Mike. All right, your question. In what video game did Mario get his start?
Super Mario.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
All right.
That was a great game.
Still is.
I love Donkey Kong, man.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bad sex move.
It was a great game.
I hit it with the old
It's a
Donkey
dumb
Kong.
idea, but it was a great game.
Most not the new ones now, but most of the old video games were very stupid. Frogger. Stupid, but fun to play.
Oh, that game's awesome.
But dumb.
Awesome.
Is awesome the word?
Yes, because there were like alligators or turtles.
You're in awe of that game, Miles?
I thought it was just based on the principle of the game. It was like a reverse Tetris. You're just going forward.
If they released it today, would you be in awe of that game, Miles?
Well, at the time, it was an awesome game.
Sure.
Oh, you have no idea how.
Well, so was a rubber tire.
But
I mean, look, I like Paperboy.
Our graphics were so just remedial. And all that stuff. That was actually a very
Paperboy
well-made game.
Right. Yeah, Paperboy was great. I mean, I would say it's awesome now.
Pitfall was awesome.
Pitfall was awesome. All right, Paul, your question. Lindsey Buckingham is the lead guitarist of what band?
Oh, wow.
Ooh-wee.
Twisted Sister?
Twisted
So
Sister.
close. Fleetwood Mac.
What's up with that?
Ooh-wee.
I swear to God, that's how I know him. I did not know he was in Fleetwood
really?
Mac. And then when they started doing that skit, he was always there.
Yeah.
Like somebody playing him. And I'm like, Lindsey Buckingham, all right.
Well, people talk about, NFL kicks off tonight.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, she always writes songs about her exes. Lindsey Buckingham had to play the guitar parts that Stevie Nicks sang about hating him and breaking up with him on stage every night for his entire life. And there were 6 of those songs. They were all about Lindsey being an ass. But he had all the guitar parts. So he just sat there and took it.
All right, well, what's worse? For him or Joe Perry from Aerosmith, all right? So Steven Tyler writes the song, what is it?
Wasn't Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Sweet Emotion.
Sweet Emotion.
And Steven Tyler wrote Sweet Emotion about Joe Perry's girlfriend because Steven Tyler did not like her, all right? So when you listen to the lyrics, sweet talking mama with a face like a gent. I mean,
said my get up and go.
Must have got it. But so if I'm Joe Perry, like, hey, man, I'm dating this broad. You say she looks like a dude.
Perry did not understand it.
Yeah, probably. Does she look like a gent? This is always right. Yeah. All right, Paul, your question. The Pythagorean theorem applies to what kind of triangle?
What kind of triangle? Obtuse.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
I'm not good at math.
That's the type of
I
triangle.
got that.
A right triangle?
A right triangle.
Okay. All right. Question 6, Paul.
All right, Paul. Question number 6. Grits are typically made from what grain?
Oats.
Question 7.
Corn, yeah.
That's why you put mud on it.
What was the answer?
Corn.
Corn.
Yes. Made by Jonathan Davis himself.
You ever put sugar or salt?
I did sugar once. I did not like it so much.
Cheese.
I was going to say cheese grits with some hot sauce is pretty top notch.
Waffle House.
And shrimp and grits is...
Well, shrimp and grits, yeah.
My God. All right, your question. What color is the Live Strong bracelet?
Can you repeat that?
What color is the Live Strong bracelet?
Or you're insulting somebody in the 20s.
Yeah. What is... red?
Yellow.
Yellow. The Lance Armstrong bracelet.
Yep. Your yellow belly.
I just remember the movie Babe. He's there like all Matt Adams. He's out of shape and old, and he's like, you're all yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That was like a big... Seems like cowboy movies.
Yeah.
They use that a lot.
Why was I thinking red belly?
You know, honestly, I don't know how to answer that for you, Paul. Why were you thinking red belly?
I don't know.
Should get that checked out.
Sounds like a great dish.
What, red belly?
Red belly.
I would try it.
Hell yeah.
Well, it depends. If it's like a southern dish, I would try it.
Get a red belly platter.
Come down here and try some of that red belly. All right. All right, your question. The Globe Theater was the playhouse for what writer?
Oh, Paul, come on.
Is he Shakespeare?
Oh, there you go. Nice job. Very
well
good.
done. You know, Shakespeare ended up burning down the Globe Theater.
Didn't they try to either recreate that or build it again, like a replica of that?
They had to. He, I want to say, it's like Henry VIII or whatever play, but in this particular production, they used real cannons. And so they fired these cannons, and apparently it hit the theater and burned the place to the ground. Yeah, kind of an oops.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, David. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and horse.
Liquor and horse. David, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Okay. David, could you get the chloroform rag off your face? All right, our men's room poll, pick one. Lose your taste, lose your sense of touch, smell, or be stuck in space.
Stuck in space.
Of course. Always want to communicate.
Sorry, I think that's
I feel like I'm at the drive-thru. All right, David, here's your question. I'm only asking this question because I love this question. What classic novel ends with Rose of Sharon breastfeeding a starving hobo? It does not get better than that.
Romeo and Juliet.
What's that?
Romeo and Juliet.
You saw the X-rated version of that. That would be Grapes of Wrath. That's right. She's breastfeeding a starving hobo.
Yeah.
David, you have a Campbell soup can and a string contacting us. What kind of phone do you have?
Vortex J24.
Cortex. Okay.
Vortex. He's in a vortex, dude.
That's a Vortex.
All right, David. All right, David, you got a 1 in 7 chance on this. Which continent's international calling code is 61?
Asia.
What was that?
Asia.
I'll say Antarctica.
Australia.
All right, 61, mate.
All right, David, your question.
Kangaroo should have told you.
How many astronauts manned each Apollo flight? How many astronauts manned each Apollo flight?
2.
3.
Did they rub the stump before they took off?
All right, your question.
I would have.
The Red Sea separates which 2 continents? The Red Sea.
What's the question again?
The Red Sea separates which 2 continents?
Europe and Asia.
Close. Africa and Asia.
Question 5.
I mean, Moses was leading the Hebrews out of Egypt, which is in Africa, so I figured you'd put that one in there at least.
All right, your question. How many feet separate the bases in a regulation-sized baseball field?
61.
Oh, 61?
90 feet.
90 feet. He got it. Oh. I guess he got it wrong first.
Got it wrong first. Yeah.
Well, if he'd said 60 feet, 6 inches, it would have been like, all right, that's the mound. He made a mistake.
Yeah.
I feel like David might be just munching on a delicious peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Mm-hmm. A lot of it. All right, your question. In what state would you find Myrtle Beach?
North Carolina.
David, you're right there, brother.
South Carolina.
So close.
But, you know, technically it's on the border if you... Suburbs.
All right, David.
It sounds like he's right there.
A kamikaze cocktail contains vodka, triple sec, and what fruit juice?
Midori rum. I don't know.
Fruit juice.
A fruit juice.
Oh, fruit juice?
Yes.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit.
That's the natural guess, but lime.
Do you drink... David, do you drink dragon fruit?
I want to go to the bar he's going to. They have dragon fruit cocktails.
Where do you get dragon fruit?
It's been up.
Where?
No.
I still don't understand what you're saying. Where do you buy dragon fruit? I mean, to drink. I'd be curious to try it.
I think it was in a vodka.
Oh, he's right. Walmart sells it. Okay. Dragon fruit, organic dragon fruit juice.
Walmart.
I'll get on that.
That's why I go to Walmart. Like, where's your dragon fruit? All right, your question. What organ is responsible for creating urine?
Your bladder?
Come on, Mike.
Kidneys, right?
Kidneys, yes.
All right, question number 9.
All right, question number 9. What is the capital of New Jersey?
New York?
Trenton.
Trenton.
Hey, David, we have a texter who's worried about you. He wonders if you're tied up.
No.
Okay.
Nice one.
All right, your question. What does the Roman numeral C represent? How much?
50.
Question 10.
You ever heard of a C note?
100, right?
Yeah.
100.
I'll be dead honest with you, Mike. I did not know that's why we called them C notes till right now when you said that.
You're welcome,
Oh, really?
sir.
Yeah.
I mean, I always call them Benjis.
Oh.
After the dog.
They just have little dogs. Well,
All right, your question.
love those movies.
Which baseball player was nicknamed the Bambino?
Babe Ruth.
Okay.
Found his wheelhouse.
All right. Yes. Jeez. Yes. His favorite player growing up.
I'm all banged up on dragon fruit and gin again.
I didn't know that you could buy that.
I'm with you.
I swear to
He's
God.
right. Yeah.
I believe
I
him
mean,
now.
you can. I just don't know how that was top of mind. Oh, you mean a fruit juice for my cocktail? Dragon fruit. You skip over lemon, lime, orange, cranberry, like all your standards. Go straight to dragon fruit.
Real quick, everybody has those. I have a couple friends. They love making cocktails, right?
Sure.
I'm going to do that next time.
What, dragon fruit?
Like, do you have any dragon fruit by any chance?
Guys want to ride the gin dragon?
More Big Dummy coming up. 206-803-ROCK.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Since 1979, TireRack.com has been helping people find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. They sell only the best, like the full line of Continental tires. Test results, consumer ratings, and product reviews are there to assist. Or try the Tire Decision Guide to get a personalized tire recommendation. Tires ship fast and free to you or to one of over 10,000 recommended installers. You'll get 2 years of free road hazard protection. Nails, screws, potholes, covered. In many areas, they offer mobile tire installation. They bring tires to your home or office and install them on site. It's the most convenient way to change tires. When it's time for new tires, see why millions of satisfied customers trust the experts at TireRack.com. Go to TireRack.com/Continental to shop the full line of Continental tires. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Hey, what's the easiest way to find out what channel the game's on? Sports on What? Subscribe to the Sports on What app and quickly find the channel for every provider. Satellite, cable, or streaming. Sports on What knows the channel the game is on, and you can too. Download today.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Thank you, Ryan Castle. There you go. Brand new Lincoln Park on the Rock. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. Okay. Back to Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Tom. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Tom, sober or not sober?
I am sober, and I'll take losing sense of smell.
All right, Tom. You got it.
All right, Tom, here is your question. The movie Psycho was the first movie to show a flushing toilet. What was the first TV show to show a flushing toilet back in 1971? It was a sitcom.
I would say All in the Family.
You got it.
One and done, Tom. Nice job.
Wow, man. All right, good on you. Hold on before we let you go. I'll give you a 50-50 question here. Cake or pie? Which is the more popular dessert?
I'm going to say pie.
Yeah, believe it or not, pie outdoes cake. It seems like once you're past like 12 years old, you go from cake to pie world.
Is cheesecake cake?
Damn.
I mean, it's in the name.
It's in the name, but everything else about it is pie, right? Just the crust.
Kind of.
Basically, no, I'm going to say it's a pie. Because it's got a shell that you then fill, right?
Okay. Yeah.
To me, that makes it a pie.
Okay.
I don't know that I'm correct.
It's called cheesecake.
God damn it. It's a hybrid of a cake and a pie. Category all on its own.
Oh,
all right.
That means they're on the fence.
Yeah, just give us a damn
answer.
answer.
The question. Answer the damn question.
It's like puddings in England, right? Pudding can mean anything. Once in a while, it is something sweet. But mostly, it's like black pudding.
It's savory stuff, right?
And then you have Yorkshire puddings, which are delicious little, like, puff pastries.
So what is it?
So they don't. Nothing correlates in the name.
No.
That just doesn't carry over.
Freaking insanity over there, man.
But is pudding just the fact that it is made from, like, marrow?
I don't think
it's like Jell-O
is
and pudding
pudding
and all
made from
that.
marrow?
I want to say it has most of the qualities of Jell-O. I believe so.
But like a Yorkshire pudding doesn't have any marrow in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to define pudding then. It's sticky and shapeless. Basically, that's pudding.
I mean, I would think sometimes if you're not from America, you'd be shocked at burgers too, right? Because it's like, underneath burgers, sometimes it'd be like chicken burger, salmon burger.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, for other people, like, let's just call it a chicken sandwich or a fish sandwich, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
But if it's made of ground chicken or turkey,
then they go
it's
burger.
a turkey or chicken burger.
So is burger just a matter of being ground meat?
Like a salmon burger is.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, man. I felt good about that analogy. Now I'm not sure.
And someone here says cheesecake is a custard. You're not helping. You're not helping.
You're making it worse.
Even if you're right, you're not helping.
Isn't creme brulee baked pudding?
Oh, it's the difference between a pudding and a custard.
I honestly don't know. I really don't know. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Pudding and custard are different because one contains eggs.
Yeah, Ted.
Yeah, Ted.
Boom. All right. Thank you for the knowledge.
Justin.
It's not so angry
Someone
about
here
it.
says cheesecake is a type of tart.
Justin, are you sober or not sober?
I am sober today, Miles.
All right. Welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, what are you taking on the men's room poll? Lose your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be stuck in space?
Let's go with space.
Space it is.
Space.
Yeah.
All right, here is your question. In mythology, who fell in love with his own reflection and was turned into a flower? Saw his reflection in the water and just stared at it until he turned into a flower.
Oh, man.
I mean, if you're really...
I've never heard of that.
You have, you just don't know.
I thought he fell in and drowned.
Damn, man, no. What the hell's wrong with you? No, he just stared at his reflection, then got turned into a flower. He just couldn't pull himself away from his own beauty.
Loved it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hint, dude.
There is. People that are very, very full of themselves, very overly confident.
Or vain.
What's that?
Or vain?
Not a bad guess.
Narcissist.
Yeah. Narcissus was his name, so you're a narcissist. Oh. Right. So Narcissus was the guy who loved himself so much. All right, multiple choice question for you. What insect can fly at the highest altitude? A bumblebee, a dragonfly, a butterfly, or a wasp?
Yeah, let's say a butterfly.
Believe it or not, the butterfly can fly the second highest.
I'm going to go dragonfly because of the little double wing thing.
That's what you would think, right?
Yeah, I'll say a wasp.
A bumblebee.
A bumblebee.
A bumblebee.
Get out of here.
They can fly up to 29,500 feet.
Damn.
Exactly.
They're right up there with the planes.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're saying, like a bumblebee. That big, dumb, stupid, fuzzy-ass, non-stinging bee can fly his ass off.
I'm a Delta passenger.
Look at me, I'm like an aeroplane.
Contacting air traffic control.
Bumble 1 coming in for a landing.
I'm the bee the kids aren't even scared of.
It would be little nerds about it.
They would be.
They're the nerds of the bee world.
Why would I sting you? I just want to pollinate, man.
You attention all passengers, if you look out the left side of the aircraft, you'll see the Grand Canyon. You experience a little turbulence here for the next
That's just me shaking. All right. Your question, what meat is Wiener Schnitzel traditionally made from?
That's veal, correct?
Oh, yeah, that is
Nice
correct.
job.
Yeah.
Nice job.
He knows
Delicious.
his Wiener Schnitzel.
Made out of veal.
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't think I've ever had that then.
You didn't have any Wiener Schnitzel when we were in Germany?
No, did you?
I did once because, like anything, you go to a foreign country, you don't know the language. You go to a restaurant, they hand you the menu. And I realized in Mexico, I can get through it, right? I can piece together roughly what it is I'm going to eat. Germany, I'm just staring at the menu, and I'm like, why are you even doing this? Like, you don't remotely understand anything. And then I just saw Wiener Schnitzel, and I'm like, I will order that.
Do you remember eating the pigeon?
Vaguely.
Okay.
By the way, we should point out, at a restaurant.
I'm about to say it wasn't even on a plate.
not chasing down the street.
No context involved.
Do you remember?
The question was, do you remember eating the pigeon? That's all.
I did, in fact, eat a pigeon.
If you look out the right side of the aircraft, you see a man eating a pigeon.
That Wiener Schnitzel, by the way, like that restaurant we were at in Wolfrathausen, like that recipe went back hundreds of years.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't take a bite of mine, and it was massive. It was awesome. Drinking a liter of beer before the Hawks are going to play, Mike? Yeah. I'm just getting fired up.
I know. Watching you get all worked up again.
And that guy still thinks throw a plate for the Ravens.
That guy. I like him, though. Although, he gave me a lot of schnapps, and it's like, dude, you don't understand the condition I'm in. I cannot do more schnapps. It is more schnapps, friend. Cool. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores.
Matt, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
What are you doing over there, Matt?
A little weed.
All right, good for you.
Just a little.
All right, Matt, our men's room poll, pick one. Lose your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be stuck in space.
Let's go smell.
So it doesn't matter what bud you're smoking, you have no idea.
Right.
Agreed.
Doesn't matter. All right, Matt, here is your question. To what tribe did Sitting Bull belong?
Was it Cherokee?
Now, he was 116 Cherokee, like everyone in this country, but no.
Jewish. Bull, was he an Apache?
Not an Apache. It's something that people threaten to do all the time.
Threatened to do all the time.
Hold on.
Comanche.
Sioux.
Sioux.
Oh, Jesus.
Comanche.
Not spelled the same way.
Who
Trick
threatens to
question.
Comanche you?
I don't know. I was just.
I'm going to Comanche your ass.
I'm just running down native tribes.
Do that again, I'll Snoqualmie your ass.
I think I'd heard about the Comanches, man. It was so you had all those people traveling west, right? Most of the territory that went through were the Apache. The Apache were not thrilled with it, but kind of like, listen, tell you what, if you guys swing a little bit south of here, we will not bother you. All right. Settlers go like, all right, cool, thank you, we appreciate that. They sent them into Comanche territory. The thing about the Comanches were like, they got downright cannibalistic. Like, even though the Apaches were a much bigger tribe, they're like, we don't mess with them. So, yeah, the settlers got a little pissy about that. Like, yeah, you said go down here. My wife was eating. Like, our bad. Sorry. And she loved it. All right. Your question, what cartoon character belonged to the Order of the Water Buffalo?
I believe that's Fred Flintstone.
You believe correctly, sir.
Yeah, I can see him wearing that little hat or that big hat now.
Yeah.
The Order of the Water Buffalo.
Order of the Water Buffalo.
I still got to join that. I got to do that, man. I got to join a fraternal order of something.
Of something.
Moose, eagles.
Oh, the Elks Lodge in Fremont has a great deal on liquor.
Yeah.
Does that have to be an animal?
Eagles? Yeah, probably.
I'm just saying, when I think of the Order of...
It's never the Order of the Mushroom.
Right. It's always an animal, right?
Order of the Mushroom.
Order of the Mushroom.
Would you join?
No. I'd have to check it out first.
What kind of mushrooms are we talking?
Yeah, or is it just a bunch of dudes not wearing pants?
Oh, God. That is a horrible image.
Right.
Hello, Willie. Speaking of welcome to the men's room.
Boo. Willie, are you sober or not sober?
I am sober.
All right, Willie, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll. Pick one. Lose your sense of taste, lose your sense of touch, smell, or be stuck in space.
Well, I once lost my taste and smell for about a year. It was gone, and that was awful. So I'm going to try space.
All right.
Space it is.
Space.
Join me in space.
That way, if you're in space, you can taste that food.
And they love it. Love it. All right, your question. What was Jason Bateman's character's name on the TV show Ozark?
I don't know.
Okay.
Didn't watch it.
Teen Wolf 2.
Man, I love that show.
Come on,
see
Ted.
his face. Marty.
Marty Bird, yes. All right, Willie. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth is whose code?
Code?
Yep.
Mike was happy when somebody named after him passed away.
Damn right.
Almost named after.
Almost.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't know.
Hammurabi. Hammurabi's code. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Oh, okay. I know who that is.
Oh, very good.
Wait, you know who Hammurabi is, but you didn't know his code. The only reason I know who Hammurabi is because of his code.
Well, I knew that. Anyway, Hammurabi is like pre-biblical, old Ten Commandments stuff before Ten Commandments. Real old Sumerian
or Mesopotamia or something like that. But
yeah.
Homeboy is old is the point we're making.
Yeah.
I have a code.
All right, your question. According to the company slogan, quote, there are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's what?
Visa.
Oh.
MasterCard. So close.
I like that.
I've never had a MasterCard. As strange as that sounds, it's been around forever. I've either had, I started with Discover like everybody else.
Right.
Then I think I moved on to Visa, and from there I
got a Visa. I want to say a little bit about MasterCard.
I had an Amex for a little while.
Because MasterCard teamed up with my bank. So it's not like I really had MasterCard. They just threw their logo on there.
Yeah, I think I had a MasterCard through, one of my banks. Now it's all Visa. But I never really noticed the difference between using that and a Visa.
I have no idea. All right, your question. Multiple choice. What weapon was secretly developed in 1942 in the lab at Harvard University? Was it the atomic bomb, the nuclear bomb, napalm, or anthrax? So atomic bomb, nuclear bomb, napalm, or anthrax?
I want to say the atomic.
I'll say anthrax.
Napalm.
All right, Willie, question 5.
Question number 5 for you. In what 1995 movie did the villain Verbal Kent, played by Kevin Spacey, appear?
What was his name?
Verbal Kent. 1995 movie starring Kevin Spacey. Played a villain named Verbal Kent.
Wow. That wasn't L.A. Confidential. I don't know.
Technically,
that was his name for most of the movie.
You're talking about The Usual Suspect?
The Usual Suspect.
Technically, he was
that's
Kaiser
a trick
Soze.
question.
Yeah, but they didn't know until the end. He went by Verbal Kent.
Willie, that's a crappy question.
Hey, it's a pretty famous movie, voice.
Yeah, I know, but he was Kaiser Soze.
Yeah, but he was Verbal Kent up until we found out he was Kaiser Soze.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, our bad. Somebody's watching it right now like, damn it!
Yeah, 30-year spoiler.
Mm-hmm. All right, your question. What two gangs get after it in West Side Story?
The Jets and... Is it the Sharks?
There you go. Nice job, Willie.
Achievable in hockey.
Yeah, so it's the Winnipeg
you're right.
Jets and the
San Jose Sharks.
There you go.
Once you're a Jet all the way, Mike.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's weird they don't have an NFL team named the Sharks. I mean, I know
You'd
they had it in
think somebody,
the
right?
movie. What was the movie title?
Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday, yeah.
But you would think just based on
Somebody's
the
the
coolness of the animal.
Yeah.
That like a Florida team or I don't know,
California,
someplace where there's a shark. Wouldn't you think that it would be like a
Well,
hammerhead?
they did have the Great Whites in Utah.
We're gonna move on.
Okay. Statistically, they still do.
Yeah. Do you want us to get into the Blackwell in Atlanta, Steve?
Yeah. That's just the black tips.
Yeah.
Just the tip. The Shark's like, I know you misunderstand what my name is, homeboy. Yeah. Hello, JoJo. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, this is JoJo, but I'm going to pass it on to Spider Monkey Jerry.
No, please.
Well, Spider Monkey Jerry does not want to.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hi, guys.
What's up, Jerry?
Hey, Jerry, the monkey fighter. What's going on, man?
I think I lost that fight today. I'm not feeling quite so sharp, but go ahead.
Are you playing, Jerry?
Yes.
Okay, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober.
All right.
You got to be sober to fight monkeys, Miles.
Okay, Jerry. How's the pizza place going?
Could be better. We're really lucky.
Okay, awesome. All right, Jerry, pick one on the men's room poll. Will you lose your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be stuck in space? Stuck in space, like the two astronauts that are still stuck in space.
Oh, stuck in face. Okay. I thought you said sucking face.
Sucking face.
Whatever you want to do, Jerry, it's up to you.
That's not where my mind is at this moment, but I'll take stuck in space.
Stuck in space. Okay.
No monkeys to fight up there. All right.
You're safe, yeah.
Monkeys in space.
It's the monkey way, but, you know.
Is she attached to your mouth?
Right.
No.
All right, here's your question. A bramble is another name for what kind of bush?
Oh, bramble. Let's see. Tumbleweed.
That's a good guess. That's what I was thinking.
Juniper? Blackberry. That bramble. That bramble blackberries over there. I got blackberries in my underwear right now. All right, your question. What was Aerosmith's first top 10 song on the Billboard charts?
Back in the Saddle.
Dream On?
Dream On.
They released that song in like 72 or 74, and it did not become a hit. And then for some reason, they re-released it later, like in the mid or 70s, and for some reason it popped.
My daughter met Steven Tyler.
Did she get impregnated by him? Because that seems to be his M.O.
He drove it.
He drove my daughter home.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I feel good about that as a parent.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right, hey.
No, the guy's pretty smart. He's cool.
All right, your question. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, and Amy Winehouse all died at what age?
I'll say 29.
Close.
27.
27. All right, Jerry, do us a favor. Hang on the line for us. We got to do a quick break, right on?
More Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-803-ROCK.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
After investing billions to light up our network, T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network. Plus, right now, you can switch, keep your phone, and we'll pay it off up to $800. See how you can save on every plan versus Verizon and AT&T at T-Mobile.com/keep-and-switch.
Up to 4 lines via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device credit service ported 90-plus days with device and eligible carrier and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months.
Are you looking for the powerful roar of a work truck, the quiet performance of an EV, or the creature comforts of a hybrid SUV? Whatever you need, the best place to see them, touch them, and drive them is at the Seattle International Auto Show, presented by BECU. Test drives, demonstrations, and information all under one roof. Live at Lumen Field Event Center, Thursday through Sunday, November 14 through 17. Discover your drive. For tickets and info, visit SeattleAutoShow.com today.
99.9 KISW. The men's room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Head chef on the way. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has the wildest foods at NFL stadiums. Right after the game known as Big Dummy. 206-803-ROCK. I believe we still have Jerry on the line. Jerry, you're working on question number 5.
Hey, can I do a shout out to Ted?
Yeah, you can, Jerry.
Well, hey, dude, thank you for the adult beverage at the National in Bremerton a couple of years ago. I really enjoyed your company.
Oh, yeah, over at 884.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all. Jerry, trust me, I was pumped to meet you, man. I mean, your story's legendary.
It is legendary.
Feeling was mutual.
All right, good.
Give a shout out to Ted.
I'm ready for you.
Oh, well, sorry. It helps to be friendly to some of our listeners, guys.
Yeah, well, you know, why change my stripes?
I was talking to the ladies.
Yeah, well, thanks for turning your radio down. The interference is gone now.
All right.
All right, Jerry, here is your question. In what state would you find Auburn University?
Auburn would be...
In the town of Auburn.
Think of their biggest...
Alabama.
Boom. Oh, you got it, Jerry. Nice job.
Well done, Jerry.
Go War Eagle. Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Go Tiger.
Hello, Christopher. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Hola. Christopher, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober now.
Okay. Thank God. All right, Christopher, pick one. Are you going to lose your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be stuck in space?
I think smell. You get rid of it. It's out of there.
Okay.
All right, Christopher, here is your question. Sisters Charlotte, Emily, and Anne were all authors. What was their last name?
Oh, my God.
That's a good sign.
Smith.
And they wrote Wuthering Heights, Jane Eyre, the Bronte sisters. Oh, the Brontes.
It would never in a million years.
No, I'm right there with it. Hey, you're not missing anything. All right, Christopher, your question. What company's slogan is, quote, live in your world, play in ours?
Live in your world, play in ours?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Is it a public company?
You know, to be honest with you, I don't know. Probably.
Well, it's not Disney. I'm guessing some VR. Maybe.
You're tracking.
Maybe Apple VR.
Is it Nintendo?
Not a bad guess. PlayStation.
Oh, PlayStation.
Oh, I'm sorry. As they say, PlayStation.
I'm not hip.
All right. Your question. Which of these royal titles is an appointment and not an actual rank? So in other words, a king or queen determines that you have this. Is it a duke, a viceroy, a marquis, or an earl? Which one of them is an appointment, but not actually a rank?
Oh, wow. I should really know this. I studied heraldry.
Well, then, yeah, you should.
Okay, so what about sirs? Because, like, you have Sir Elton John. That's an appointment. Sir Paul
That's
McCartney.
an appointment. Right, you've been.
So
right.
it's one of those.
Sure.
Okay.
Right, Henry, run them down one more time.
So it's an appointment. Is it Duke, Viceroy, Marquis, or Earl?
Duke.
See, I've never heard of Marquis. I want to go with Viceroy.
Okay.
It is the Viceroy. I think like the Marquis de Sade.
I only know Viceroy is from an old cigarette.
Uh-huh. And actually, Viceroy, I believe it is... so if I'm the King of England, all right, Ted, I send you to, I don't know, any one of the places they conquered back in the day, but you're kind of the head of state. That
So
you're representing me.
You're a diplomat.
You're there to do the bidding of the royalty.
Okay.
Almost like a governor?
Yeah, basically, that'd be pretty much it. But, like, I appoint you, like, hey, man, we took over, I don't know, Ethiopia. You're my viceroy there. So they answer to you, but you answer to me. Hence
right.
viceroy. Yeah.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Dirk. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello, Governor.
Hola. Dirk, sober, not sober?
Not sober.
Good for you.
What are you not sober on?
I had a couple of vodka drinks, and now I'm having a huckleberry beer or something.
Oh, are you getting ready for the Ravens upset tonight?
No, I just watched the Mariners win, though. That was nice.
Oh,
And
that's right.
rare.
They played an afternoon in Oakland.
Two in a row.
Yeah, look out.
Let's go.
Yeah, they hit a ball in the outfield and a home run, and no one went and got it. Dirk, pick one. You're going to lose your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be stuck in space.
What if I already have lost one of my senses? Can I pick that? Sure.
Do whatever you want, man.
Sense of smell, then.
How did you lose your sense of smell?
I assume it's diabetes. It kind of comes and goes. Like, I have days where I can smell coffee and stuff. Fortunately, I can still taste most things, but...
Is it like specific smells, like cucumber, or are there some that you always can, or...
No, it's like my wife will say, you smell weed? And I go, no, I don't smell weed. She goes, there's definitely no smoking weed around here. Or
and it was her.
Some days I will smell it. Yeah, I know, it could be her.
Has she ever farted around you, but you couldn't smell it?
All the time.
Okay. Do you let her know, my smell is back, babe, lay off?
Right.
All right, here's your question. What continent was the original home to the red tomato?
Probably Africa.
I'll say Asia.
Asia.
South America.
How did I make it to Italy?
Got me on that one.
Same way noodles did.
What, Captain Cook?
I mean, think about it, right? So, Italy's known for its pasta, but until, what's his face? Marco Polo visited Asia, they were not eating noodles.
They were eating rice, right?
I believe it was mostly like seafoody.
Okay.
And southern Italy is still a lot like that.
It absolutely.
But you're right, Miles. There had to be some rice because what's that little rice ball? Aranciata? Or?
I know what you're talking about.
Like a risotto ball? See, I thought risotto was Italian.
It is Italian.
It is.
Okay.
Well, pasta's Italian now, but they didn't have noodles. They got them from Asia.
Right. Marco Polo came back and said, hey, man, there's this cheap thing that we can make plentiful, and then Italy just went nuts with it. But
it's kind of like the South with pork, right? The Spaniards were like, let's bring some pigs over.
Oh, right. That's exactly how
Do you
they
think
said
he
it,
thought
too.
his legacy would be a game that kids play in a pool?
I think that was his absolute dream.
Okay.
I think he said, look.
All that work,
yeah, man. Just play a game in a pool.
I think his legacy is the best roasted fried chicken or roasted chicken in the city.
That's a good point.
It would be interesting if he came back to life and he said, here are all the things we do as a result.
I won $1,000 in a pool tub there.
Nice.
That was big.
All right, here's your question. It is multiple choice. Now, we know that Superman protects Metropolis. Batman protects Gotham City. According to DC Comics, what superhero protects Coast City? The Green Lantern, the Green Arrow, Nightwing, or Cyborg?
I have no idea. The Green Lantern.
Okay, then you do have an idea.
I got no idea, nerd.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Yeah, good call. He's a nerd.
Hello, Wade. Welcome to the men's room.
Oh, here we go.
Hola.
Hola.
Wait, are you sober or not sober?
Well, since I'm here in the urgent care right now,
getting ready to get an infected splinter dug out of my thumb. I'm not sober. I had a couple shots before I got here.
All right. What did you get a splinter? Where?
At work, piece of OSB plywood.
What, like in your like a finger? Or?
Yeah, my thumb. And I had my cousin try to dig it out, which was really fun this last weekend. And I thought maybe I got it all the pus and everything. And then today, I think the splinter's still in there. So I'm in here with the medical assistant on the phone with the men's room.
They're like, what are you doing, Wade? All right, pick one. Lose your sense of taste, touch, which you already have, smell, or be stuck in space.
Well, I've already lost my sense of smell, so I'm going to go with stuck in space.
All right.
Stuck in space.
With a splinter in his finger. All right. Your question, Wade. What actress replaced Farrah Fawcett and her nipples on Charlie's Angels back in 1977? Separate contract for the nipples.
Not Lindsay something or another. Shoot, what was her name? I can't think of the last. Is it that Lindsay girl?
You're thinking Lindsay Wagner, who's the Bionic Woman.
Was it Cheryl Teagues?
Cheryl Ladd.
Cheryl Ladd.
Oh, Cheryl Ladd.
It was a Cheryl. I knew it was a Cheryl.
You got me there.
All right, your question. How many checkers does each player start a game with?
Ooh, I'm going to guess 12.
Boom.
Oh, he's on it.
Well done,
Wade.
Well
Good
done.
luck. Game is Big Dummy 206-803 round.
Hello, Christian. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Christian, are you sober or not sober?
Sober, driving home.
All right. Christian, our men's room poll. Pick one, lose your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be lost in space.
Take the peace and quiet. Lost in space sounds good.
Stuck in space. Okay.
All right, Christian, here is your question. Whose chest contained the Treasure Island map? Pamela Anderson.
Right.
I don't know.
What was that?
I said, I don't know. I can't think of it.
Blackbeard?
Nope. Billy Bones.
Billy Bones?
Billy Bones.
Billy Bones.
All right, Christian, your question. Bacterial fermentation turns milk into what? Bacterial fermentation.
It turns it into cheese, don't it?
Yogurt.
Oh.
I should have known that. I looked it up. Too bad.
Dude, you're not wrong. I thought cheese too, but yogurt makes a ton of sense.
Yep, bacterial fermentation. Sounds like you got an STI. All right, your question. What method of execution was perfected by Dr. Albert P. Southwick in the 1880s?
Electrocution?
Yeah, electric chair, right?
Electric chair. I like that he's a doctor. I'm like, look, man, anyone can figure out how to kill somebody. You know, like Dr. So-and-so came. Like, wait, the idea is to kill them. Like
a guillotine already exists.
Yeah.
Right, they were like, oh, this will be more humane. Like, I don't think it is.
It's really hard to get a definitive answer on that.
I feel like just give me the firing squad.
I would take firing squad for sure.
Yeah.
But you got to make sure they're all good aim. Right?
I'll take guillotine.
Guillotine?
That way I can look around in a spin before I go.
Yeah, because I want that.
I know I can see for a little bit, right?
You get a couple seconds or so.
Yeah.
Snaps your neck.
Yeah, but it cuts clean through.
Oh, the guillotine. Oh.
Yeah. What were you thinking?
I was thinking like when people got hanged, but like generally, if you did it correctly, it would snap your neck.
If you did it correctly, yeah.
I was sticking my tongue out at everybody.
Hello, Eric. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, all that.
Hola. Eric, are you sober or not sober? You know what, too? You're gone.
Again, bedroom colors, here are the 7 words you can't say on the radio.
Good God, man.
Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803 round.
Hello, Josh. Welcome to the men's room.
What's up?
Josh, are you sober or not sober?
You know, I hope this sounds believable, but I am happily sober.
Good for you,
Nice.
Josh. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh, pick one. Are you going to lose your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be lost in space?
Well, I'd rather be not sober and lost in space.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe high.
All right.
High as a kite, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're hot boxing up there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mark, here's your question. What spice is the world's most expensive by weight?
Ooh, saffron.
One and done. Nice work.
Saffron. Hold on, before we let you go, we'll give you a 50-50 question. Lions or tigers? Which is more likely to hunt a human being? Lions or tigers?
Ooh, we're going to... Ooh, lion.
I'll say tiger, yeah.
Tigers.
That's a problem in
crazy.
India.
I would feel like, well, yeah.
I mean, I think it's just based on population and where they are located.
And you're right. They probably smell humans plenty. Easy target. Mm-hmm. What was the one village in India where I want to say this one tiger has snatched up like 7 freaking people and dragged their ass off into the jungle?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like bears, right?
All right.
Like the black bear basically doesn't want to mess with you, but like the polar bear will actively hunt you down.
If it smells you, it comes after you.
If they kill humans, but like the tigers, they're out there like actively being like, I'm gonna go eat a dude.
Yeah. I just feel like when you live in the jungle, I feel like you have more options.
Well, but in India, you do live in the jungle, where in the safari, there's not humans.
You're not living there, right?
Correct. Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Tony. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Tony, are you sober or not sober?
I am sober, just got off work, driving home.
All right, Tony, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll, pick one. Will you lose your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be lost in space?
I'll be lost in space with Thrill. You going to be in space with me?
I'm going to be in space, bro, but as someone pointed out, we're not lost. We just can't get home.
Right now, if I'm up there, I'm lost in space.
All right, Tony, here's your question. What is the top color on the neck of the guitar in the Guitar Hero game?
Oh, man, that's been years since I played that, and I never played that sober, so we're just going to throw in a color and say green. Bam!
No.
Bam!
One and done.
No way!
Yeah, dude.
I've had 2 one and done. Yes!
That is amazing. Hang on now before we let you go. 50-50 question for you. Oh, let's see here. True or false? The liver is the largest internal organ.
That is false.
True.
Is it?
Oh,
Yep.
what? Have a good one, bitches. Love you.
Yeah,
See you, man.
dude.
Yeah, largest internal. Your largest organ is the skin. Blah, blah, blah. So
They talk about like the length of the intestine and all that, so that might throw some people off.
Yeah, I don't know how they work this out, man.
By weight.
Hello, Mark. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi, Phil. How you doing?
Hola.
Mark, are you sober or not sober?
Sober. Liquor and horse.
Liquor and horse. All right, Mark, pick one on our men's room poll. What will you lose? Your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be stuck in... Okay, space it is.
Stuck in space. With Thrill.
With me. Because I am a lucky man. All right, Mark, here is your question. Who was the principal author of the Declaration of Independence? He's on
Sam
paper money.
Hancock.
What's that?
Sam Hancock.
Sam Hancock.
Hang on. Did you say Sam Hancock?
Yes.
John.
It's John Hancock.
Hancock. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Now, he just signed a bid because he was drunk and angry. Thomas Jefferson was actually the
Thomas
partner.
Jefferson. I see.
And Sam Hancock.
Sam Hancock.
Sam Hancock.
All right, Mark, your question. How many colors are there in the spectrum?
Infinity.
No, I was thinking.
7. Like a rainbow.
Okay.
I get that, but okay.
The spectrum.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I understand where you're going, but yeah. All right. How many dice are used in a standard game of backgammon by each player?
3.
You're cheating. It's 2. All right, Mr. Excitement, your question. What director was responsible for 4 of the highest grossing movies in the 1980s?
Nicolas Cage's uncle.
Francis Ford Coppola?
The Godfather movies.
I'd say Spielberg.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg.
All right, Mark, question 5.
Phone home.
All right, your question. Rogers is the last name of what Scooby-Doo character?
Not Shaggy.
Shaggy Rogers, porn star.
That is not a porn name.
Shaggy
That is a
Rogers.
phenomenal name.
Shaggy Rogers.
Shaggy Rogers.
Shaggy Roger Smith.
Dude, I saw him open up for Pepper. Shaggy Rogers is there, man. It's a wild show.
Hello, Rob. Welcome to the men's room.
What's that?
Sober or not sober?
Sober.
Okay. Men's room poll, pick one. Lose your sense.
question.
What's that?
Quick question. Why don't you guys do the scream from The Who after the shot of the day anymore?
Depends on if someone makes it funny. We haven't for years.
I was like, how long ago did we do? I forgot we even did that.
I feel like we did it a couple times, maybe for like a year after I got here. So it's been 10 years since we've done that.
Yeah.
It was good stuff.
Yep. I agree.
That was our best work. It's all been downhill, man.
Yeah, we sucked.
Thanks for hanging out and hanging in there, though, and still listening, even though we got rid of the best part.
All right, pick one. Our men's room poll. You're going to lose your sense of taste, touch, feeling, smell, or be stuck in space.
I'm going to go party in space with Thrill and Ted.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Ted, you're up there
And
too
who was
now.
the last guy? Steve?
Mark.
And Mark. Don't forget, Mark's going.
Yep, there we go. Sorry, Mark.
We're basically throwing a party up there now. We just came up here because we're Thrill and Ted are here, man. Yeah. We brought the booze.
We're going to need to see your wristband.
Ooh, you gotta get in the Boeing capsule. All right, your question. Multiple choice. Guns, gold, money, or clothes? The first time Billy the Kid was arrested was for stealing what? Guns, gold, money, or clothes?
I'm going to go with clothes.
One and done.
Good God.
Nice job.
Feels like it could have been all the above when you're robbing trains.
Well, that's why I picked it. Hang on, before we let you go, let's give you a true or false question. Apples and pears, true or false, are part of the rose family?
Part of the Rose family?
Yes.
Correct. Rose, yeah.
That's just wild as hell. I'm going to go true.
How can that be? Okay. A rose grows on a bush. The other two grow on trees.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
what I'm saying is,
I don't know.
Just based on principle. I don't understand.
Look, they didn't say they're immediate siblings. They're just cousins. Like, that's my second cousin, twice removed. The apple.
Okay. Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
You know, I want to grow a rose called the corn rose. Let's see what people think.
What color is it?
Oh, it's black. It's a black rose, brother. Yeah. Hello, Gary. Welcome to the men's room.
Why do they
Hello, my brother.
Hola. Oh. Gary, are you sober or not sober?
Somewhere seals like, finally.
I am Eastwood sober.
Eastwood
so not
Stone.
sober. All right, Gary. Gotcha.
Smoking Doja.
All right, Gary.
Yeah, here you go.
Men's room.
I'm sucking down a wonderful men's room and some blackberry kush.
Oh, man, that sounds like a great combination. All right, Gary, pick one. What are you going to do on the poll here? Be losing your sense of taste, touch, smell, or be stuck in space?
I got to have my senses. I'm going to hang out in space.
Space?
Got another one, Thrill.
I know. Hey, man, make more room.
You know what you can't do in space? Smell stuff.
Can't smell stuff?
Yeah.
Why can't you not smell
Smell
stuff?
doesn't travel in space.
You tell me
Well,
if I
we're
don't-
not outside of the capsule,
You tell me if I
Mike.
fart in the International Space Station.
They know.
Not going to go anywhere.
That's not what I've read. I've read it's absolutely putrid.
They said anytime that the
10
new
times
group
worse.
goes up
Everyone
there.
farts that's ever been there.
Yeah, for like that
Yeah.
30 years of farts and BO and anything else that's gone wrong, they're like, it just gets recycled, man. So they're like, you get used to it. But they said when you first step on the space station, it's like, oh my God.
Space, no one
I'm
can
in a
hear you
toilet.
scream nor smell your farts.
Yeah, it's like you're opening your teenage son's bedroom door and he hasn't showered in a month. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Here's your question. Which two Great Lakes does Wisconsin border?
Let's see. I'm going to say, what is that? Lake Kitchikumi?
No, Great Lakes.
Great Lakes.
Oh, the Great Lakes. Gosh, I got to think of the names of the Great Lakes because that Kush is kicking in.
You got Ontario, Erie, Superior,
I'm
Huron,
gonna go
and
with-
Michigan.
I'm going to go with borders which state?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Huron.
Say what now?
Well, we needed two, but
Michigan, and Huron, right?
Michigan and Superior.
Superior. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah.
94.
That's Elvis's daughter or ex-wife. No, daughter.
Daughter, yep.
He used to date someone named Bubbles.
Bubbles, isn't that Michael Jackson's chimpanzee? But it would be Michael Jackson.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah. Michael Jackson.
Who cares? Meanwhile, foods at the NFL stadiums as we're getting set to kick off the NFL season coming up tonight with Ted's Meat and Potatoes. And we also have your emails coming up next in the men's room at KISW.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
It's better over here. AT&T customers, switching to T-Mobile has never been easier. We'll pay off your existing phone and give you a new one free, all on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/carrier freedom to switch today.
Pay off up to $650 via virtual prepaid MasterCard in 15 days. Free phone up to $830 via 24 monthly bill credits plus tax. Qualifying port-in, trade-in service on Go 5G Next and credit required. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue bill credits or credit stop and balance and required finance agreement is due.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
It's better over here. Now at T-Mobile, get 4 5G phones on us and 4 lines for $25 a line per month when you switch with eligible trade-ins. All on America's largest 5G network.
Minimum of 4 lines for $25 per line per month with autopay discount using debit or bank account. $5 more per line without autopay, plus taxes and fees and $10 device connection charge. Phones via 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue bill credits or credit stop and balance on a required finance agreement due. Bill credits end if you pay off devices early. See T-Mobile.com.
Are you a bartender that dreads the phrase, hey, can you put the game on? At Sports on What, we understand your pain and we're here to help. Over-the-air, satellite, cable, or streaming, Sports on What knows what channel the game is on, and you can too. Follow your favorite teams, set alerts, and filter by provider to get the results you need. Stop wasting time searching and never miss kickoff again. Just download the Sports on What app, and you'll always know how to watch the game. Available for Android and iOS. Start your 7-day free trial when you download Sports on What and subscribe today.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Some of the wildest foods at NFL stadiums coming up with the head chef and Ted's Meat and Potatoes. But first, time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Lo and behold, we have one birthday request for today.
One.
It says, good morning. Please give my chef Jeff a very happy birthday with the following. A fish sandwich medley. some green beans. Dad jokes from Miles about food and the captain about any kitchen mishaps. Have a great day. That from Stevie, the Packers fan.
Can I get
a filet of fish sandwich?
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? Put the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I want a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some dinner relish in the morning. At noon and at night.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich? Though you don't want a fish sandwich?
Green bean.
What?
Green bean.
Okay.
Green bean. Cha. Green bean.
All right, food dad jokes. Let's see. Guys, I got fired from a canned juice company.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Apparently, I couldn't concentrate. That's a food joke, right?
That's a drink joke, but we'll let it pass.
Did you guys hear about the restaurant on the moon?
No.
The restaurant on the moon. Great food. No atmosphere. All right, Jeff, give you a couple more since you're chef. Why was the meat in the sandwich deformed? Why was the meat in the sandwich deformed?
I don't know.
I'm scared.
Because it's inbred. Huh? All right. And finally, what did the Jedi have for dessert at the Italian restaurant? What did the Jedi have for dessert at the Italian restaurant?
I should know this. I don't know.
Only one Kenobi. Cannoli.
Oh, there you go. Blew the dad joke there.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Hey,
do you have one?
I was going to say, and I'm going to throw one
the
out
captain, sorry.
to our buddy Zach from the Matador. It's his birthday.
Oh, nice.
Okay, very good.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. You'd think that with all the different food products us mascots are responsible for, there'd be endless stories of kitchen mishaps. And, well, you'd be right. The Keebler elves urinating in the cookie batter, Uncle Ben sneezing on the rice, or little Debbie losing her nipple ring in her baked goods. But it was a misunderstanding between Tony the Tiger and Miss Butterworth that I'll always remember most. I walked into the kitchen just as Tony was starting to put on a condom. After Miss Butterworth slapped him and said, "No, Tony, I said I need a good fork." Crunch berries.
Jesus. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
BG.
Ya's a Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meats and potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the Men's Room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef of the house.
Thank you, folks. Now, today we got, there's some new wild food out there in NFL stadiums. We were saying earlier today, I feel like the baseball park really has the stranglehold.
Absolutely.
On crazy foods, right? We were saying, like, the pace of play. I feel like you just eat more at a baseball game.
Sure.
It's also generally, it's in the evening or whatever. But I forgot a huge one. You don't tailgate baseball.
You know what? You're right.
No,
you don't.
No, you rush from work to get there for the weekday games.
And you're right. You kind of make your meal, whatever you're going to eat at the baseball game.
And also
correct.
feel
Like if you're let's say it's a Saturday, you're going to take the family. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's still, I mean, look, even with my brother and sister-in-law, right? It's like, yeah, we're kind of eating, but it's like, let's wait till we get to the stadium and try some crazy stuff for a baseball game.
But you know what? For some reason, I know what I want at a baseball game. I know I want a bag of peanuts. I know I want a big beer, maybe a hot dog, whatever. When I go to football, it's like, I'll take a piece of pizza. I'll take this.
Whatever's quick. Whatever's easy.
It's here. It's near the section.
Yeah. Again, I feel like, for whatever reason, I just feel like at a football game, it's generally just like a hot dog, a pretzel, and beer or soda.
I feel, at a football game, I'm eating something because my goal is to consume beer.
And also, like I'm saying, like, Thurl, you went, or you and, Mike didn't get a chance to tailgate. He was at a fun museum. Yeah. I mean that facetiously. It was a very serious museum. Yeah. But Thrill, you've been to Kansas City.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure there's good food, good barbecue inside of Arrowhead, but those people are cooking full meals out there.
It was unbelievable, man. It was freezing cold outside. We show up, we got our Ravens gear, and those people, look, we're playing them tonight, but the folks in Kansas City couldn't be nicer. Oh, did you come here from Baltimore? I'm like, well, I came here from Seattle, Baltimore fan. Like, get over here, eat some ribs, eat some of the. And I mean, they cooked all day. And I cannot explain how good the parking lot smelled.
Yeah. So, tailgating food. I read an article about it. Houston, obviously, is pretty big on tailgating.
And listen, I was just at that stadium in January for the national title game.
Yeah.
There is a lot of parking spaces around that stadium.
Green Bay does very well. But the surprise for me was, and I've been there, and I've done it, Pittsburgh.
Oh, really?
Pittsburgh Steelers tailgate as far as you can have grills, you can cook in the parking lot. And the parking lot is right beside the stadium. It literally is a 40-foot walk.
Oh,
so
damn.
you smell all this food walking in, and all you want to do is go make buddies with a Steeler fan, because you can just smell they're cooking hot dogs, kibasas, hooking it up.
Yeah, it's awesome. But I'm saying, I think that's also why, there is good food in NFL stadiums, but, it doesn't seem as prominent as baseball, but also I just completely forgot, when you're tailgating. We went to LSU, man. We didn't know those people till the night before. I mean, we had so much food at that tailgate. You weren't even hungry when you got in there.
I have friends that have parking tailgate passes for UW. My brother's got one with his company in Pittsburgh. It's kind of crazy. They don't want to give those spots up.
Correct.
So it's almost like you're having your, your seats.
Right.
They pay almost more for that spot than the season ticket, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
but that's if you get that, you are in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we used to back in the day for the Maryland games. We used to have a prime spot, right? Because we had my dad and brother years ago had bought season tickets, but then we didn't contribute enough every year. So they kept pushing us out, but that spot was prime. Basically, if you were going to the stadium from one half of the state, you had to walk by our tailgate.
Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool.
All right, so these are some of the wildest food served at NFL Stadium this year. I'm looking at a picture of it. It looks good, but it also looks massive. Let's go down to Dallas. Technically, I think that would be Fort Worth.
Yeah, I believe you're correct.
Or what do they call that?
Arlington.
You're right. The Dallas Cowboys have a 16-ounce Angus burger. Already sounds delicious.
Whoa.
But do you know what the bun is?
Donuts.
Brioche. No.
Texas toast.
It's not a regular bun. It's not donuts.
16-ounce burger.
I don't know.
Texas.
2 pepperoni pizzas.
Oh, whoa. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 2 small individual pepperoni pizzas and the burgers on the inside.
I mean,
all right.
Damn, man.
Yeah, I mean,
do I need 16 ounces of burger if both of my buns are pizza?
Do the flavors work together? No. So I get the gimmick, but would I rather just have a pizza slice and then a burger? Or does it all work really this is a great combination?
Look, you ever had a cheeseburger pizza, dude? Yeah. It does not taste good. It does not settle with you ever.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
Cheeseburger pizza is great.
It's too much.
It's cheese and hamburger.
I can't decide. I think it would be fine. I think it would still taste good. But I'm kind of also with Miles. If I'm sitting around watching all the games and not leaving the house, I'd rather have a burger than later be like, let's get a cold piece of pizza.
So Mike, back in the day, Pizza Hut, they had a cheeseburger pizza. It was basically just cheddar cheese and ground hamburger.
Yeah. Sure.
I have had the upscale version of that, where they do a cheeseburger pizza, and then at the end, they throw on shredded lettuce and pickles, and then do a drizzle of either like a dipping sauce or whatever.
Big Mac sauce, Thousand Island.
That is phenomenal.
All right, let's go to Arizona. All right, down there they have the cotton candy burrito.
Oh, I've seen this thing.
I also believe the cotton candy burrito, you can get that currently down at the fair down in Puyallup.
And that's got other candies included, right? I think they roll Skittles and stuff into it.
Right, it's like ice cream, Fruity Pebbles, Skittles, M&Ms, and gummy bears, then all wrapped in cotton candy.
I'm out. Nope.
I mean, basically, if you're not Buddy the Elf or a child, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I've just gotten to the age where I was like, that looks like diabetes and bad teeth.
Just too sweet.
And the textures are just so weird. All right. This one actually sounds pretty good, man. We're going to go to Philly, huh? Oh, hey. Cannoli nachos. chocolate, ricotta, strawberries, bless you, pistachio dust, and caramel.
Ooh.
That might be really good.
Man.
Yeah, so it's like the
Pistachio
cannoli
dust.
shells broken up, and then they put nachos on top of them.
Yeah.
Let's make dessert nachos a thing, people.
Yeah, pistachio dust is the best.
Yeah, switch out the queso cheese for like some ice cream or some chocolate drizzle.
I cover my salmon in pistachio dust every once in a while.
Oh man, I had to get off that stuff.
Yeah. Well,
strung
you
out.
snort a little, then you put some on, snort another
Yeah.
line. It's like
Yeah.
cooking with wine.
I was up till 4 a.m. last night on the dust. Pistachio dust. All right. Coming in this one, you two gentlemen might enjoy this. The Ravens. They got a tailgater burger, soft pretzel roll, bacon cheeseburger, kielbasa, crab dip, onion rings, and 2 chicken wings.
That's too much.
Good
That
Lord,
is too
man.
much.
Well, also, like, how do you eat that?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Why, you know,
Are they got to be boneless wings, quote unquote, right?
I would
Correct.
assume.
Yeah.
On there. All
Yeah.
right.
That's kinda
deconstructing.
like,
you deconstructed needed.
No,
That's
kidding.
like the Jersey Shore was famous. They had a sandwich called a fat bitch, right? And it literally was like a cheesesteak.
Snooki on a bun.
Right, and they'll shove, chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks. Like, I think there's a place in Seattle now that kind of does those sandwiches.
Yeah.
So that's what this appears to be as well.
The Baltimore fat bitch.
Yeah, the only one. But hey, credit to Baltimore, right? Like, I lived there for a few years. We all started a show there. Just putting crab dip on anything is kind of like, all right.
Good.
I don't know if they sell them at the stadium there, but like crab pretzel has to be. I know you can get them at Orioles games.
I can't remember, man. And we're going in December when they play the Eagles.
Oh Jesus, that'll be a rowdy crowd.
It's gonna be cold, bro.
It's gonna be cold, and Chicago, who's besides Caleb Williams, the other top 10 pick they took for the University of Washington.
Rome
Odunze. Well, now they have the Odunze dog.
Damn.
Named after him, jalapeno cheddar dog with Italian beef, peppers, onions, cheddar cheese, and a secret sauce.
Look, I'm sure he's going to do well, but
Oh yeah.
that's a gamble too.
Well, as far as like, dude has not played a regular season
That's
game
right.
yet.
There's some players that do really, really well in college that flare out in the NFL. Like, I'm not going to say that Rome's that guy, but that's a gamble play.
I don't think Rome's that guy. Rome, to me,
he will be productive.
if you know who Anquan Bolden is, to me, he is the new Anquan Bolden.
Football side, Mike. I don't know if you spent any time in Chicago at all.
None.
I have seen
Just the airport.
I have seen drinks come out that have basically BLTs stacked on top of a Bloody Mary. I mean, the whole thing, like cut into fours. Their food is kind of like traditional steak, but then the newer aspect of it is just decadent, crazy type of fair food, like over the top stuff at a restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
So they kind of have that food in a brick and mortar. So you walk in, you're like, oh my God, they put a piece of cheesecake on top of a pina colada. And two chicks are sitting there just knocking them down. You're like, man, I want one of those.
Let's go to Indianapolis. They've got one called The Ringer.
All right.
Now, it's a foot-long corn dog to start. Not too crazy, right? You see foot-long corn dogs at a lot of places. But what makes it different here is they coat it in honey and then roll the entire thing in Taki crumbles. Ooh, wow.
Okay.
It's also, because it's the Colts, the Takis are blue, which I think is like the hottest flavor. So it's sticking with the theme of everything blue in there when you're at a game.
Can I
like
be
that.
this guy? Takis are overrated.
I agree. They're too spicy for me, but don't tell that to children.
I was getting ready to say,
Jesus
we're
Christ.
saying that because we are
Gaga
old.
for 'em,
My
dude.
son loves, like, I take a bite of one and my entire mouth fills with saliva, right? But he'll mow down a bag.
Yeah.
All right, let's go down to New Orleans. At the Superdome, they got
gotta have something good.
the turducken loaded potato.
Oh, damn.
Right?
I mean,
Now,
come
listen, you could already get a crawfish stuffed baked potato at the Superdome, but that's not enough for some people, all right? This item takes the normal baked potato, gives it, and then a meaty mashup of turkey, duck, and chicken, all loaded onto the base, plenty of cheddar cheese, green onions top it off. Like they say this one's even available outside of Thanksgiving season. And speaking of Thanksgiving, Houston, they're selling, the giant turkey legs?
Yeah.
They're selling a stuffed one down there at NRG Stadium. Right.
Oh.
They like cut it open, right? And then they're adding in dirty rice, Cajun brown gravy, green onions.
I would eat the piss out of that.
I mean, you can't go wrong. There's a lot of good things on here. They got a Vienna beef jalapeno cheddar dog Adilla down in Arizona. So basically, think of like taking like a quesadilla as like the roll for your dog.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So it's a dogadilla. Dogadilla is also a fun word. And then we'll stop Commanders. I don't know. They call that Commanders Field now or something. They got the Raising Hail Nachos. This basically is a small stadium, right, that looks like the stadium that they fill with nachos that feature smoked brisket, cheese, jalapeno, and barbecue aioli.
Oh, my God.
But I mean, like, thank you, Miles. That's the reaction I'm looking for.
Oh, my God.
Looks huge.
Yeah. It's amazing how close the Commanders logo is to UW, too, with different colors.
Yeah. You know what? We could do one down at Lumen Field. They got a foot-long hot dog, all right? But the surprise here, as they say, is the toppings. First, you can get pickled sashimi?
Shishito peppers?
No. Ends in a J-I?
No.
Native to East Africa, these slender mushrooms fit the slenderness of the Fletcher's footlong dog, which also comes with braised short rib and crispy onions. I don't like mushrooms. I'll be honest with you, that looks like they're psychedelic mushrooms, and you're just trying to eat them on something good.
I missed the whole third quarter.
To me. Oh, I love a lot of things, but some things don't belong together. Yeah. That stadium would be loud.
Thank you, Head Chef. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance, too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
After investing billions to light up our network, T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network. Plus, right now, you can switch, keep your phone, and we'll pay it off up to $800. See how you can save on every plan versus Verizon and AT&T at T-Mobile.com/keep-and-switch.
Up to 4 lines via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device credit service ported 90-plus days with device and eligible carrier and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months.
The best thing about the Seattle International Auto Show is everything. It's the best place to turn questions into answers. Compare the newest models from major manufacturers. Gas power, hybrid, and EV, all under one roof. See them, touch them, drive them at the Seattle International Auto Show, presented by BECU. Live at Lumen Field Event Center, Thursday through Sunday, November 14th through 17th. Discover your drive. For tickets and info, visit SeattleAutoShow.com today.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, coming up, we'll drink and toast for the shot of the day. We do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check on Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Thank you, Miles. A new study revealed that 57% of online content is AI generated.
57?
57%.
Wow.
As if that didn't scare the living daylights out of you in the first place. And that's what they're saying is like, it's getting harder to figure out which sources are reputable.
Yeah. If you listen to our podcast, we're not even saying these words.
No, not at all. No. This is a completely AI-generated podcast.
Yes, indeed, except for Ted. Ted is the only person actually here.
Yes, to interact.
Ted refuses to go AI.
The AI men's room.
Yeah. It's kind of weird being in here by myself, too.
They bought the three of us out.
Mike, you sound so real.
Ted couldn't be bought out.
You can't do an AI butt slap.
What is real, Ted?
Oh, man. I don't know. It's all simulation anyhow, bro.
You got to think a year
I'll tell you
from
what's
now.
not real. Birds.
Doggone birds.
A year from now, it'll be like 75%, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's going to go back at
And
all.
it's not necessarily that it's all wrong. There's plenty of it that's accurate. That's what I want to see. It's 57% AI generated. Okay, what percentage of it is accurate information that is being put out?
They got a radio station in Portland with an AI DJ.
They do.
I've never heard it, but
Yeah.
kind of weird.
I mean, the other thing is, too, is that some of it, look, I'm guilty of it. We'll sit in my buddy's garage and make AI songs.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because you just put in the words and, like, you put in, like, keywords and style. You want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, pumps out a song. You're like, I kind of like this song.
There's a lot of covers that are being done where they have certain artists sing other songs. You know, I showed you guys the cover that, you know, Freddie Mercury doing My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion, and he crushed it, but he didn't do it. AI just figured out how to put it together.
He crushes that. I hope AI is not tone deaf.
Dude, it would have been beautiful. He could have done it. He did a fantastic job.
Why don't you have Celine Dion sing "We Will Rock You"?
You know what?
Bites
I would
the
bet
dust.
money that they did that. I guarantee you can get on there and find it.
I'd always be more interested to hear artists like her do heavier songs.
Do her like Rain and Blood.
You
or
know what I
something
mean?
like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Like, to me, that's intriguing.
Is she doing Slayer?
Celine Dion covers Rain and Blood.
The
Surprise!
Slayer tour. Oh, God.
Celine Dion.
I told you it was
Adele.
worth coming to Vegas.
Lawmakers in California want to require Lawmakers in California want to require technology in your car to warn you when you're speeding.
No. Warn me.
I think everybody, I mean, there is sometimes, like, you kind of forget. But for the most part, I know when I'm speeding.
Right.
Most people know when they're speeding. My understanding is that they want to put the stuff in the cars, not to warn you, but to saying, well, report.
Yes.
Like for insurance and all this.
Yes.
Like that's one of the things where they said, look, I can't remember which car manufacturer it is, but they're already like giving reports to your insurance company. But how many times you speed, if you run yellow or red lights, all this kind of
I want to
crap.
talk to your car. Get out of the way.
Get out of the damn
You got
way.
a screen on there? I would say get out of the way.
Right. And more to your point,
I'm
Ted,
speeding.
Most people do speed. You know, you go out there on any freeway, you're going to see most people speeding. The people that are speeding at quote-unquote dangerous levels know full well they're speeding and they don't care.
Right. They know.
Right. So they don't need the reminder. They know. You know, it's kind of like, you know, there's a little alarm that goes off if you don't have your seatbelt on. You know that you don't have your seatbelt on.
Yes. There's also a speedometer.
Right.
But eventually that gives up.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
it will stop beeping.
Because trust me, I got one of those dads that gets in the car and he just sits there. It's like ding, 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 ding.
Damn
I'm like,
seatbelt on.
are you new to car travel? Ding, 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 ding. Oh, it'll stop in a minute. Ding, 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 ding.
Government
ding,
can't
ding,
tell
ding,
me to
ding.
protect myself.
I'm just like, dude, just
put the damn seatbelt on.
Come on, man.
I'm with you. Drives me up a wall.
Right. Jesus. I mean, you're fine. You're fidgeting around with other stuff. Put the freaking, shut that thing up.
Right.
Then do what you need to do.
Also, hey, car fidgety people, if somebody else is in the car with you, can we turn it on and get some AC going or something? Or get the heat going?
Car fidgety people?
Oh, I know some people, like, they get in the car and they're, plugging stuff in. They're doing this. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Just turn the car on.
Come on, man, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And like Miles is saying, like, they're not putting the seatbelt on, the car's on, it's dinging, like, stop. Like, get I don't know about you guys.
Get off your phone.
Right, I get my car, turn it on, put on my seatbelt, and then can move my phone.
Right. The face of Jesus has been spotted again. This time in the rock-hard abs of TV personality Spencer Matthews.
Did you see the picture?
Yes, I did.
It just cracked me
That
up.
was going to be a Burning Man.
No. Did you see that, Miles? Did you see this picture?
Jesus abs.
Yeah, Jesus abs.
Jesus' face shows up in this guy's
It's
ass.
not inaccurate. Hang on here. Let's see if I can find the photo here.
You got to look for it. But you got
Jesus in there.
there's Jesus on his
Is
ass.
this like Charlie Whitehurst Jesus or which one?
I
Mike
mean,
Piazza.
It was close. Doggone it, I can't pull it up fast enough. Where are you at? Come on, show me Jesus' face. There it is. Right.
Like,
All right.
You got to reach for it.
Like,
but-
his belly button is his mouth.
Oh, shut
He's
up.
got... Oh, no,
You
Jesus
want that?
is in my
You want that
abs.
to be Jesus?
Yes.
Miles is exactly
If
right.
you want that to be Jesus, make it Jesus.
Right.
Whatever makes you happy to look at a guy's chiseled abs.
Stare at my abs long
Oh,
enough, you might be
normally
able to
this
find
would
it.
be a sin, but not now.
Yeah, I saw Jesus and Sydney
Yeah.
Sweeney's boobs.
yeah, that's why I stare at him.
Right. Jesus.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm like, come on, that guy just got ripped
I
out.
read a thing where they
I
do
think I've seen God. No,
She's a-
honey, he's just in better shape than I am.
How are you guys fit for storage space in your homes? You guys got enough storage space?
Horrible.
You need a little bit more?
I need more.
You need more storage space.
We got we could organize it better, but we got plenty.
And you know what? There's a handful of issues that people run into when it comes to their home storage.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
10.
mishaps. You've got one. I've got one. Nope, not that ingrown hair next to your pleasure palace. It's the proverbial catch-all, the junk drawer. And you look at it and dig through it, knowing that stupid plastic letter opener you got at a county fair in 2012 is still in there. But so are those extra screws from that bookcase you put together. And a condom. And you expired in 2017. Let's say we roll the dice and take this thing out for a drive, shall we?
You put the condom in the junk drawer?
Well, junk drawer. It's right there. I don't know what's in your junk drawer.
That's a good call, actually.
Get the flashlight. That's not a flashlight, kid.
Right. Oh.
So close. It doesn't work. Oh, it works.
Like, I have condoms, like, right at my coffee table. If you open the right side, some people open it and they go, why is there condoms in here? It's like, have you never had sex on a couch?
Right, in case you're on the couch. The drunk drawer, you're right, though. You know, getting frisky in the kitchen or something like that?
Yeah, to me, wherever you keep condoms, good for you.
Right. Well done. Congratulations.
Technically, I have some in my liquor cabinet, but I don't know why I put them in there.
I think it's only weird if you keep them in a drop seal.
If you put the little hole in the top, you can apply frosting.
Oh, no.
Mom, what are you doing? A birthday cake on the fly.
So this top 10 here came from a study that did study Americans' habits when it comes to their storage spaces, and basically everybody has a room that they designate as unsalvageable. It's just, that's the clutter room. That's where all this stuff is going. Yep. And so these are some inconvenient storage mishaps that they had from that study. At the bottom of the list, somebody said, I once stored food on a low shelf and my dog ate it. We actually had that happen when I had my labs when I was living at home. We didn't have a crate that we kept the food in. We just had the bag in there, right? Yeah. And when my youngest dog, Angel, was a puppy, she would just come waddling into the living room at one point, and she was bloated to the gills. She was a thin dog, and she was just bloated to the gills. And we figured out that she had found where her food was at, and she would just gorge herself until she was fat as hell.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's all.
You ever go to a dog store where they have like the pizzle sticks and the bigger chew toys, but they're in baskets and they're, right on the ground?
Yeah.
Well, when you walk in there with two beagles, you almost become like a Roman chariot. Right? Like, one going this way, one going that way. Yeah. One like dragging you across the floor and trying to keep them out of those baskets. Man, it's a battle.
It's a fight. It's a battle. Putting stuff in cupboards over the fridge that I cannot reach.
Not a problem I have, but my wife, every once in a while, can you get the blah, blah, blah? Like, why did you put it up there?
That's also, what I designated the liquor cabinet in my house.
Same.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't know what else you could, I guess you could put pans up there, but it just seems natural.
I designate that as you can't find it.
Okay, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Whatever you're not going to use.
I don't want you to know this is here.
Oh, gotcha.
Right.
That's where the sugar's at.
Yeah, like Chips Ahoy cookies.
Exactly. Ted, I'm right there with you. That's where my liquor cabinet's at. I have my regulars at the front that I can just barely reach, but then everything in the back, that's the fancy stuff that nobody gets to know about. More to your point there, Miles.
Yeah.
Worth saving.
You're exactly right. I literally did it last night. I have like a very nice bottle of rye in there, and I was like, I get a bottle of Jameson and just cover up that rye.
There you go.
Football season's coming up.
That's
Boys coming up.
Get ready.
Hey, what a shot? Sure, get the JMO.
Hey, we're breaking out the rye, buddy. What do you have this for? Let's get this drink out.
Do you have a step stool? Nope.
I'll just use this chair.
Yeah, I think I have one cousin that couldn't reach my liquor cabinet.
Nice.
Sorry, Tim.
Inconvenient storage mishaps. Putting things in the wrong areas and don't remember where I placed it and can't find it.
Not so much anymore. It used to be a problem, not now. Now I'm very anal about just put it back in the same place.
Right. And I'm going through this right now. There are certain things that don't, quote unquote, have a place. Your plates are going to go in the kitchen. Your linens are going to go in the closet or the bathroom. Your bedroom stuff is going to go in the bedroom. Then there's that other ambiguous stuff that just floats about your house. And so you kind of have to remember the general location of where you put this stuff. Batteries, exactly.
Stuff like that.
Light bulbs, battery. We finally, after like 10 years, have a designated place for batteries. Because with the kids, they always need batteries.
Sure.
Clearly from all their sex toys or their video games. But either way, I'm like, all right, we got... because
it's not a flashlight.
And the kitchen I'm in now is a little bit bigger, so I literally have a drawer that's just cords.
There you go.
Like flashlight, scissors, and batteries. Oh. And the little air fresheners.
Oh, there you go. Good call.
There's also a special hiding spot for good stuff, like that you need, like passports.
Yes.
Yep.
There
And
should be.
other things.
Right.
that are kind of a different level of junk.
Stored Christmas items in our storage building that melted during the summer heat.
Oh, damn.
I don't know what stuff that you have that melts with Christmas stuff, but
Seems like a fire hazard.
It does, doesn't it?
Just for that time, fireplaces and all that. Maybe don't buy melty stuff.
It got hot in our shed over this last summer, but I don't know anything that we have in there that's melting down. Maybe a little bit deformed. I mean, it might have warped a little bit, but it's not going to melt.
Okay.
Stored things in the basement, and it flooded.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I don't have that problem anymore. But used to.
Yeah. I did have it. There was one instance in an old place that I lived where there was a little bit of flooding that happened. Didn't really ruin anything, so that was good. But I'm always worried about that when I'm in a new place. Like, can I put stuff in this basement? We okay?
Yeah. If you can elevate it, do, man. Even just put everything on, like, milk crates or something.
Exactly. Just a little bit off the ground.
Yep.
Take a pallet off your local street.
They're everywhere.
Inconvenient storage mishaps. Storing my Christmas decorations in the attic and then being unable to get them due to fear of heights.
Oh. I say it every year. That's probably the most organized thing in my house.
Is your Christmas
My
stuff?
Christmas box.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine, I mean, they're sitting out in the garage. I know where they are. It's getting close, you know.
Sure.
Next 12 weeks or so, my wife will ask me to go to the garage to get all this crap that I don't want.
My kids are Jewish. I don't have to.
Well, and the problem is that the Christmas stuff is never in that room over there. It's upstairs. It's downstairs. Stairs are involved.
Right, it's
when
never
you get your
convenient.
stuff.
No, never
And
convenient.
it's heavy. It's giant-ass totes full of stuff that's falling apart, and you'd rather just throw the dumb stuff away because you're going to go to the store and get some more crap
I want to
anyway.
spend a half hour untangling lights.
Oh, my
It's not my idea of a good night.
Don't put that there. It doesn't go
Why
there.
doesn't this work now?
Why would you put that over there? It doesn't fit there at all.
I do like it when it's all set up and done, though.
Yeah, me too.
When you look at it, it's just, it's a half a day.
Well, I like being in Mexico, but I hate traveling there.
Yeah,
To me, it's kind of the same thing. Like, the end result, cool.
Good call,
Yeah,
Steve.
but you just come home and like 2 trees are up.
Well, my wife does all
That's
that
what I'm
crap.
saying,
man.
like,
I just have to get it.
Yeah.
Very sitcom reminiscent, this person says. Opened up the hall closet and everything fell out on me. I haven't had that happen. I have had it happen where I've like opened the fridge and something unsettled and then it fell out on me. I do, man, when I'm getting stuff out of shelves, though, I have an uncanny ability to knock everything out on my way out. Like, if I'm getting a spice out of the rack, I'll knock 3 or 4 spices out on the way out. It's like, I thought I was being careful with this.
Oh,
How
my
did I
wife
manage
just
to do this?
tore me a new one about the spice drawer. I did not realize that she had it, quote-unquote, organized. Well, of course, for the last few months as I'm cooking, I just grab what I need, toss it back in there. And yesterday, she's like, oh, my God. So she pulled everything back out.
But you leave the
I'm
drawer
like,
open.
"What?" And
Right.
she goes, I had this organized. I'm like, I believe you, but
By what?
generally when something is organized, you can look and tell.
Is it alphabetical?
Dude, I don't
Right?
know.
By
I don't-
color?
All I know is that I did something wrong. It's like her scissors. Like
Right.
I'll just ask you to grab the spices I need.
That's part of the fun of the spice area, though.
Yes.
Just kind of hunting through, like, all right, where's the spice? Oh, coriander. I didn't know we had
I'm
that.
going to use a little of that.
Exactly.
Right.
Come
That's how I
on.
cook.
Inconvenient storage mishaps. When my kitchen was redone, the cabinets were designed to be all rounded. Turned out to be a full nightmare for storing anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't round anything in the kitchen.
No.
Yeah, I've had one of those in a place before. I thought it sucked.
Yeah, like it looks cool until you try to use it.
Right. And so your rounded cabinets are also going to lead to rounded countertops. That sucks for trying to cook, too. You need a flat,
Yes.
even surface. The number of times, yeah. Don't let your over creativity mess with what you got going on. There's a good flow there.
Start being very utilitarian and then just make that look pretty.
Right.
But there's a reason utilitarian works, man.
Exactly. You can make anything look good. You can put lipstick on a pig, and it'll be the best looking pig that you ever found.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, I've gotten lucky with some chick, and the next morning, no makeup on. You're like, Jesus.
Right. But at least that picture's going to be
Utilitarian.
That's And then the top inconvenient storage mishap from the respondents of this particular survey says when the overflow area started to overflow from that room into the dining room, and then next thing you know, you can't find the table. I feel like every house has some sort of a catch-all table, and it tends to be the dining room.
Yeah, because nobody uses it.
No.
Well, no, we use our dining room all the time, just not to eat. That's where the kids do homework.
Yeah.
Bills are paid, all that kind of, like, it's not that the table does not serve a purpose. We just need to stop calling it a dining room table.
Exactly.
As opposed to, like, the family desk.
Right. And it starts with like laundry, and then it turns, I got
Mail.
this package. Right, I got this mail, I got this package off the deal. Here's a couple things that we bought at the store, not necessarily groceries,
Yeah,
but
any unopened Amazon package finds its way to the.
Yes.
Maybe we should just call it our Amazon table. Would you like to sit down and eat at the Amazon table?
That's right. A Florida criminal was caught after an attempted robbery and kidnapping for the dumbest of reasons, Miles.
What was that?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This at 206-803-ROCK. All right, have we made it to drinking time?
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Hey, what's the easiest way to find out what channel the game's on? Sports on What? Subscribe to the Sports on What app and quickly find the channel for every provider. Satellite, cable, or streaming. Sports on What knows the channel the game is on, and you can too. Download today.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Big time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk. And Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed, and today we toast 25-year-old Elizabeth Percy. Nice, Percy. I know. Of Buffalo, New York. Now, all you need to know is that this happened on early Monday morning, if you will, but police had pulled over a man, 34-year-old man, after they found his car stopped on the road, okay? But when they checked out the car, he's sitting in the vehicle slumped over the steering wheel. And, of course, they feared that he had some kind of cardiac episode. No, he was just drunk. So at this point, he is absolutely assed out drunk. So the police, they're taking him through the whole riot act of what it is to drive drunk. That's when our friend Elizabeth, she drove onto the scene. And by drove onto the scene, I mean, she crashed into the police cruiser. Turns out she was also drunk. So they pulled her out of the vehicle. She was taken into custody and charged with DWI and other infractions. The good news is no one was seriously hurt, although the first drunk driver was checked out for minor injuries after she slammed into the cop car, which then slammed into his car. Congratulations, Elizabeth. So we pour this booze, and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy. Yummy! So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola, bichola.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Oh, I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. All right, our caller has since dropped off the line. Thank you for your patience and waiting. So you three gentlemen will be playing Profile This today.
Game on.
Yes, indeed. Your categories. We have interior decorating, where you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone. Hit me with your best shot, where you guess the unconventional object that someone chose to use as a weapon. And finally, Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. Ted.
You know what? Let's go animals. Shout out to Nickelback.
We go to Sioux. I see what you did there. We go to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where an animal brought traffic to a halt on the Sioux Falls, South Dakota, as motorists tried to lure and nudge the critter off the multi-lane thoroughfare, or as we like to call it, the highway. Anyway, drivers called Sioux Falls police just before noon to report the creature in the middle of the busy 4-lane road. As police and animal officials responded, motorists, they hopped out of the cars and managed to carefully corral the animal. Now, video shot by bystanders showed people coaxing it off the road by offering up food in a plastic container and a few gentle nudges. A police spokesman said the animal was among several of its kind being hauled in a trailer owned by an out-of-state traveler before it escaped. Now, the owner did help capture it and managed to get it back into the trailer. Thomas Rhodes, that's the Sioux Falls animal control officer, he told the local paper, quote, "The animal suffered no injuries, appeared just fine by us, and was back with its owner before we had to take over." A happy ending. Well, the question is, what was the animal that got loose? Was it an ostrich? Was it a donkey? Was it a goat? Or was it a peacock? So ostrich, donkey, goat, or peacock, what's the animal that caused a little traffic back up there in South Dakota?
Man, just because it's so weird, I'm going to go ostrich.
Not a bad call, Miles. I'm thinking this is...
Because you see this and you stop. Like if I saw a donkey, I'd be like, wait, is that a deer? Is that, what is that?
See, but I would do
You would ask if that's a deer, if it's a donkey.
I mean, you know, like, you wouldn't know right
I'd be
away.
like, it's a damn donkey.
Yeah.
I would do the same thing for a goat. I'm going to go goat on this one.
Goat? Because peacock's not a bad guess.
Yeah, I'm blaming NBC. I think it's a bunch of peacocks.
Okay, all right. We're going to find out what was blocking traffic there in South Dakota. Was it an ostrich, donkey, goat, or peacock next?
Oh, damn it.
That was a tease.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
It's better over here. AT&T customers, switching to T-Mobile has never been easier. We'll pay off your existing phone and give you a new one free, all on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/carrier freedom to switch today.
Pay off up to $650 via virtual prepaid MasterCard in 15 days. Free phone up to $830 via 24 monthly bill credits plus tax. Qualifying port-in, trade-in service on Go 5G Next and credit required. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue bill credits or credit stop and balance and required finance agreement is due.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Our category is Analyze This on Profile This. We got an animal that brought traffic to a halt in South Dakota. What brings traffic to a halt in South Dakota? Only an animal.
First of all, how is there even traffic inside? They said it brought traffic to a halt. I'm like, it's like, what, 2 cars?
This happened on interstate. The animal escaped from a trailer that was hauling similar animals in it.
Trailer animal.
So, question is, what escaped there on the highway? Was it an ostrich, a donkey, a goat, or a peacock?
Yes, indeed, and that is a question that I pose to you 3 gentlemen. Let us start with the Ted Smith, who immediately accused network NBC of being responsible. Peacock, however, it was not a peacock.
You'll get a letter in the mail next week, Ted.
Hey, I pay for it.
Our very own Mike Hogg.
Yes! Come on!
Yes!
He decided it was Tom Brady. He went with the GOAT.
Hey, yo.
Damn it.
It was not Tom Brady. It was not NBC.
No kids on the road?
No whammies. Come on, no whammies.
And Miles, you guessed an ostrich.
I did.
Because that makes sense in South Dakota.
Yes, it does.
And you are correct.
Aha. There we go.
Would you get out? Okay, so.
Yes.
No.
I just want to see it.
Of these animals, right? A donkey, I'm a donkey whisperer. I'm cool with a donkey. A peacock, I wouldn't care because they're sons of bitches. A goat wouldn't bug me. I don't know what the deal is with an ostrich, so I don't know how close I want to get to this
I would
bad
also
boy.
assume it was an emu, not knowing.
Why would you just assume it's an emu?
Because it's a big-ass bird, and we don't have ostriches in this country. We have emus.
But why would you go emu?
Because
Like
we have them in
ostrich?
North America.
What, ostriches?
Emus.
Emus.
Do we?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
The 1,000-pound sister got bit by a camel in Tennessee.
Could have been an option.
We had zebras loose in the Northwest this summer.
Oh, my God, I forgot about that.
There's an emu loose right now in
There
Kent.
is.
For real?
Down in
Yes.
Puyallup, yeah.
Come on, people. Get your animals
He was
together.
probably
Keep
at the
your birds
fair for the insurance company.
For Lemu.
Now, for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today. You got Stephen Colbert, The Jimmies,
Fallon and Kimmel,
Seth Meyers, or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there. The title. These guys have teams of talents and writers help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
Tomorrow's the start of the NFL season, and I can't wait. Oh, what's this? I'm being informed the Jets have already been eliminated.
The Ted Smith.
Fallon.
That's me. I was hoping you'd think it was Myers. McDonald's announced that they're going to start serving McFlurries in a cardboard cup that has 4 flaps to cover the top. Every Chinese restaurant was like, wow, where'd you come up with that one?
Fallon.
Yeah, Fallon.
Yeah, that's Fallon.
McDonald's just announced that they're going to start serving McFlurries in a new cardboard cup that has 4 flaps to cover the top. Every Chinese takeout restaurant was like, wow, where'd you come up with that idea?
Krispy Kreme is partnering with Dr. Pepper for a new roster of donuts. Of course, these brands have worked with each other before on their previous collab, Diabetes.
Seth
Meyers.
Colbert.
Krispy Kreme has partnered with Dr. Pepper for a new roster of donuts. Of course, these brands have worked together before on their previous collab, Diabetes.
Jesus. That feels like a very Southern thing to do.
Yes.
Have donuts with a Dr. Pepper.
Somebody's drinking a diet Dr. Pepper, too.
I won't be healthy.
Yeah.
Oh, I told you, when I was well over 300, that was my move. I'd go get 2 meals at McDonald's and Diet Coke. Like at that point.
You're putting in work.
Can't be drinking that Sprite. Yeah, the calories, the soda's what's going to get you. All right, I know none of us in here are huge, massive stars of Dancing with the Stars. But it is always interesting when you see who makes the roster, right? Obviously, star is a fluid word, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, look, some of the biggest stars of the world right now, a lot of people I'm guilty of it too. Like, if you don't watch shows on YouTube or just...
That's a good point.
Like, there's some Instagram people that are super famous.
And I would know nothing about them.
Would it be a bad idea to do it like in American Idol fashion? So in other words, you just have people who maybe are not, trained dancers, but I mean, if you're going to have whoever it is, Ryan Lochte, what's the difference if you have Tammy from Point Pleasant or New Jersey or just like whoever, I'm going to win this,
But it's the stars that are dancing with actual dancers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Miles, I hear what you're saying, but I think, right, like, you just wouldn't watch it. You could just watch that at any bar on Friday night.
Sure, that's a good point.
Who's that dancing with Ryan Lochte?
Yeah, right. Tammy's getting after it again, right?
Tammy's had a few buds to get going. Yeah. I need 3 buds and then I'm ready to dance.
Well, tequila makes her clothes fall off.
Hey-o.
All right. First one is pretty odd. Do you know Anna?
Anna.
Where's your mind?
Anna Delvey. She's the scam artist, right? She was in New York City, basically convinced everybody she was like this fancy, super rich woman and scammed people out of money. Remember, she kept showing up to court in these ridiculous, I didn't know, but they were super rich outfits or whatever. So she got kind of famous for that. So she's going to be on there.
That's how she got
star?
famous.
Who's up next? A bank robber?
Right.
Hang on, it gets better. She needed permission from ICE to compete, and pretty sure this is a first. She will be wearing her ankle monitor.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Hey, why not, man? It's a great cross-section of the United States. Like, at least one person's going to have an ankle monitor.
She's on home confinement.
Right.
So unless you're going to your place of employment or you're taking the 2 hours, 3 hours you have on the week to go to the grocery store, you're not supposed to be going to Dancing with the Stars.
Well, that's why she got permission.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, my God.
I think they get paid, so technically she's going to a place of employment.
Absolutely right. That's probably how they get by it.
Next up, Bill Cosby.
I want her lawyers. Yeah, no kidding, man.
I mean, if I'm on home confinement.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm just like, I'm trying to get on every game show I can. Wheel of Fortune, whatever.
The corpse of Jeffrey Epstein.
Price is Right.
Right. Bernie Madoff.
Right.
God, it's almost like if you fail, you go,
Former WNBA star Dwight Howard.
All right.
All right.
The most exciting thing about watching Dwight Howard dance is he's just a monster of a man.
I'd say he's just so big.
Yeah, I think it'll just look kind of funny.
I'd want to see Shaq out there tearing it up. I think he'd look great out there.
I want to see where his partner's head is.
Yeah.
I mean, he is 6'10".
He's so
I'm just
big.
saying, like, he's one of those few guys that experienced the standing up.
Yeah.
The problem
The
with
standing mouth hug.
and the problem with Shaq is that you forget, like, Shaq doesn't need any help.
No.
He doesn't need publicity.
No.
Right? He's already that famous. He's on Inside the NBA. He has the big chickens. And then his DJ career is legit.
Oh, yeah.
Like DJ Diesel. Like I said, last time I was in Vegas, I was in my room at the Encore, and we were watching his show downstairs, still shooting off flames and stuff. Had to be almost 4 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
Everybody else
wild.
couldn't
The
sleep
man
in.
just excels at everything that he does.
Yeah, I mean, look, great
Except
actor.
acting.
Why doesn't he throw out
Right.
chicken sandwiches when he's DJing?
All right.
I literally said, except acting, as you're saying, including acting.
His acting wasn't bad. It's entertaining.
Shaq Fu?
No, Blue Chips.
Oh.
Neon Bordeaux.
Kazam?
I mean,
he just played a giant basketball player.
It's like Eminem did great in 8 Mile. Like that 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch Kazam and tell me he's got
Yeah,
acting.
it's a great movie. I loved that movie as a kid.
You guys would know this guy more than we would. Eric Roberts,
Yeah. That's Julia Roberts'
brother,
older
father
brother.
of Emma.
Most acting credits, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He's right, and Eric
You
Roberts.
He's an old dude.
You'd recognize him
Right,
from
you'd see him
every.
because he was like a super good-looking dude. I feel like he always played kind of a bad character too.
Yeah.
Always wears a suit. No matter what he's doing, he's wearing a suit in his
I
movies.
guarantee you'll
That's what
recognize
old people
him.
do.
Eric Roberts always reminds me of who was the super tan guy?
Oh, no kidding.
Miles Thrill.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
him.
super famous.
George Hamilton, Harrison.
Yeah,
George Hamilton.
Yeah, like I never knew him for anything other than just being like a famous Hollywood guy.
I don't know why we know who that guy is, and I've
He looks
known
like he
this
could be
guy,
Homelander's dad.
but I've known who. Oh, dude, who's the guy you just said? Oh,
Eric Roberts?
No, George
Hamilton.
He's been in my life as long as I've been alive, and I do not know why anyone knows who he is.
Yeah,
Because he's because, like you said, he's just like the tan guy who's very
He
confident.
played Dracula once.
yeah. He's been eating Grey Poupon for 30 years.
That's
He
his
invented the
secret
orange
to my
face.
legacy.
Hasn't been in traffic.
A former Super Bowl champion, a New England Patriot.
Julian Edelman.
Close. Who was before him?
Gronk.
No,
Danny Amendola.
Oh, Amendola.
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He should be pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, right. He's a hard, so it's like a white receiver, like, he's a hard worker, put in the work.
Doesn't have the speed.
He doesn't have the speed.
He's going to run the right routes.
But he's like, you know Amendola's
He's
going to
kind
put
of
in
a
the
possession
practice.
receiver.
But he is
This
unusually
is how you describe a white skill position player in
he's
the NFL.
unusually he's unusually fast and agile.
He came from
Yeah.
a small Division III school.
Yeah, I think
out of nowhere, walk on.
What's his name? Josh, the quarterback up in Buffalo.
Josh Allen. Even the coaches didn't believe. Had to walk on.
Josh Allen. I think by this point in his career, they have stopped saying shockingly fast.
I know. He's probably really guys.
I know. Like just say it.
Just say I'm white.
Just say it.
There is a good clip of I think Deion Sanders years ago at the Combine. And, like, they're just like, oh, wow. And finally he goes, look, I'll just say it. His 40's unreal. He's white.
Thanks for the honesty.
Actress Chandler Kenny? Not sure I know who she is.
Don't know.
One of my new favorite people on social media, the rugby star, female.
Oh, what's her name? Yeah.
Oh, from the United States.
Yeah.
I think she's in
Iona Meyer?
She's a beast, dude.
L-L-O-N-A?
Yeah.
I think she's going to be in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit.
She is.
Yeah.
Yep.
She is. And her Instagram is pretty damn funny.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I give her a lot of credit. I was going to say, again, from the Olympics, you got the nerdy dude with the glasses from the pommel horse.
Oh, he'll kill it.
He's going to do very well.
Oh, he's going to kill it.
The Clark Kent guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will kill it. He'll do a great job.
He's going to watch as much film as Amendola. Model Brooks Nader.
Don't know.
A Real Housewife.
Hey, of course.
Like Ralph Nader relative?
Model Brooks Nader? I don't think so.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ralph Nader doesn't
I don't know
say.
if you look at Ralph Nader and say, man, his descendants are going to be gorgeous.
Good looking man.
Reginald Vel Johnson, you know him from Family Matters and Die Hard. I want to see him dance.
I bet your brother's going to break it down.
Yeah. And then last on the list, kind of amazing how kind of far down her star power has fallen, Tori Spelling.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like this is about where Tori Spelling's at.
Yeah.
After Beverly Hills 90210, did she do anything? I know she had like a reality TV show, but I mean as an actress.
Not a ton.
I mean, I don't know if she ever really was an actress, but I mean,
she didn't even get like Sharknado. You know what I mean?
I mean, and the crazy thing about their reality show was all about her crazy life with her husband, this and that. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, right, as soon as the show ends, it's like, yeah, actually, we're getting divorced.
Right? Husband's a D-bag.
Yeah, right.
I think she just kind of was herself. If she ever did show up in Hollywood again, this is just a cameo of Tori Spelling, yeah.
Let's see. I think
I want to give you an update of my life. Nobody asked Tori. I mean, honest to God.
The big news, I think, going on in the TV and the sports world tonight, there is something going on.
Something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You have the NFL is back tonight.
Ooh, we should put that on.
Yeah.
Is that tonight?
It is. It is. I know. I'm shocked you guys didn't know. Because it's the Chiefs hosting the Baltimore Ravens.
Get out of here.
Oh, really?
And the question that's on everybody's mind, Ted.
Well, also, when you look at it, I'm not positive, but I want to say the two winningest teams in like the last 5 years, basically the two best teams that have been in the AFC or the league, except one has Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And that's not a dig on Lamar Jackson because Lamar is awesome.
Right.
It's just, I don't know.
Playoffs.
Mahomes just has something different in the playoff, but like the Ravens steamroll people. Like, I would be shocked if they just come out tonight and beat the crap out of the Chiefs.
Come on. All right.
The big question, is Taylor Swift going to be there?
Is she going to be there, Ted?
I don't know.
I sure hope so.
What is she wearing? Will she officially be a cheerleader?
Did she call a play?
And this is nothing against Taylor Swift or the Chiefs, but you just can't have two more different dynamics, right? No. Baltimore, when they come out, they play the whistle of Omar from The Wire. It's
right.
dark. It's gritty.
Yeah,
and then it's like, hey, we got Taylor Swift.
I know. And Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, well, they do have that.
Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
You're working from home. You settle in with a cup of coffee, ready to get the day started. Before you look at that to-do list, turn on your favorite Odyssey sports station on your smart speaker. We'll keep you company and bring you the latest updates from your teams while you tackle your inbox or get ready for another meeting that probably could have been an email. Power through the workday with the entertaining sports coverage you love from the local voices you trust. Just ask your smart speaker to play your favorite station. You're working from home. You settle in with a cup of coffee, ready to get the day started. Before you look at that to-do list, turn on your favorite Odyssey sports station on your smart speaker. We'll keep you company and bring you the latest updates from your teams while you tackle your inbox or get ready for another meeting that probably could have been an email. Power through the workday with the entertaining sports coverage you love from the local voices you trust. Just ask your smart speaker to play your favorite station.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Florida man wearing an ankle monitor at Walmart decides he wants to try and kidnap someone. Meanwhile, a man who huffed 500 laughing gas balloons a week is no longer having fun. Michigan man wins free wings for a year after chugging a jug of ranch dip. 4-year-old calls 911 with
Finish, Miles.
With Alexa when her mom begins to slip. And a student invention will make you hate vacuuming even more. It's time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cop.
All right, our top story, we go to Florida, where a terrible situation was averted. A man was roaming around a local Walmart parking lot when he approached a woman with a knife. Holding the blade to her neck, he subdued the woman and forced her to her car, threatening her life if she didn't get into the trunk. Still putting up a fight, a bystander noticed the woman's legs flailing from the trunk and intervened, which sent her attacker running. It is worth noting that while surveillance footage was able to give officers an idea of the attacker, the ankle monitor that he was wearing at the time of the attack helped them track him down and put him at the scene at the time.
I'll see him on next year's Dancing with the Stars.
He's now facing charges on top of the ones that he was violating his parole for.
Good
Bro,
God,
you're wearing
man.
a doggone ankle monitor.
What did he think the ankle monitor was for?
Right.
Whatever you do, they know where you're at, dumbass.
Based on his record, I don't think this man thinks at all. I think he just goes with whatever is in his stupid ass head. I'll say it, he's in jail.
You should be an attorney. Your Honor, this dumbass over here.
Idiot. In other news, we've reached a point where we can start asking ourselves, what would you be willing to do to get free wings for a year?
Ooh.
Yeah. One man in Michigan has achieved such a feat. But at what cost? Would you wear an ankle monitor and go and kidnap a woman in a Walmart parking lot?
Oh, wow. Somehow that seems worse than the murder for wigs.
Killing. Oh, Lordy. He took part in a competition at a local restaurant alongside 11 other competitors. It was a war of consumption that he came out on top of, as it only took him a brisk 13 seconds to finish guzzling 24 ounces of ranch dressing.
That's impressive.
That's
kind of thick.
Is that the word, Miles? Impressive?
Yes, because, that stuff is thick.
How long?
13 seconds.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
To bring down, is that a
quick.
tall boy of ranch dressing? Taller boy? Is that technically a silo?
It's a bottle, isn't it? Well, that's probably 12 ounces or 14. No,
Right.
it's close to one of the
24 ounce, man. That's a bomber.
It's a family size.
Yeah.
Family size range.
Oh, God. Although he says his wife was absolutely disgusted, I don't know why. He secured himself a free order of wings every Wednesday until next spring, as well as a $100 gift certificate to the restaurant and a wing buffet with 3 friends on the night of the competition.
So how many? He gets wings free once a week?
Once a week.
Once a week. Okay. All right.
That's pretty good.
Not bad, man.
Yeah.
Right? And I figured that's fair. You know, when you get a year's worth of whatever food, I feel like once a week is a good turnaround on that wheel.
It sucks if you're in second place and you did it in 14 seconds.
Right, because then you just
You just chugging ranch.
You're going to have the same diarrhea issues as the winner.
I do like the idea there's just one guy in the competition who's like, I was going to drink it today anyhow.
I just want an excuse to drink ranch.
Ranch shots.
I will say, I have definitely had some meals. There's been a lot of ranch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Damn it. Sometimes Guinness records are broken just because. One such case is in India, where a young man has constructed his way into the history books. He had held the previous record until it was broken by another individual, inspiring him to go the extra mile. After spending more than $200, the 23-year-old transformed a ballpoint pen into the world's smallest vacuum, measuring at just 1/4 of an inch. It's fully functional, achieving suction via a small vibration-powered fan, moving dust particles to a removable refuse compartment to be emptied.
If you could do that, dude, do something for real then.
Why?
What am I vacuuming with
Yeah,
this?
exactly.
Right.
How much? That invention sucks.
At some point, the Guinness World Record needs to be... No, there's no reason to know
If
what
you are
this record
that
is.
smart, do something.
Right.
Not that. Don't waste your time
Don't do
doing that
that.
crap.
Father Miles. We all engage in toxic substances from time to time to make
No.
things in life a little bit more fun, but one young man in the UK shows us why it's okay to say no from time to time. The 27-year-old ended up in the hospital after his father found him collapsed on the ground after his habit of inhaling nitrous oxide reached beyond excessive levels, depriving his body of oxygen and vitamin B12. His habit had gotten so bad that he was inhaling 500 balloons weekly.
Good God, man.
An abuse of his body that left him with nerve damage, causing his hands to curl like dinosaur arms and led him to being incontinent. He says it's ruined his life and wants to warn future generations of the risks.
What's incontinent?
He craps himself.
You got dinosaur arms and you poop yourself.
500 balloons a week?
500 a week.
Where was he even getting all that nitrous?
I know.
I mean, does he have a friend who's a dentist?
I didn't think it would do this damage, and it's ruined my life. Like, come on, dude.
But it's not like it happened all at once. You didn't just get dinosaur arms overnight.
Right, and how many weeks was he doing this?
I know, right? I don't know.
Jesus.
Long enough.
I mean,
we're warning you about this. No, you don't know, dude. We know.
We got we got the message.
We know.
People have been going to dead shows for years and maybe experimented with a balloon. At no point was somebody like, we should start doing 500 a week.
Right.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Jesus.
But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth,
thankfully there's good news.
Over to the UK, where even the smallest among us can be heroes, a young woman had been talking to her mother about a seizure that she had suffered through the night before. She frequently experiences nocturnal seizures and assured her mother that she was doing just fine and resting after the episode, not needing any additional care from her mother. But after the pair disconnected, the mother got another call from her daughter's phone, only to hear her granddaughter on the other line. The 4-year-old had been shown how to call people using her Amazon Smart device on multiple occasions, so when her mother went into a fit, she ran upstairs to her room and called Grandma for help. She arrived in no time, and the mother is doing fine. Since the episode, they have shared the story all over social media, who has rallied behind efforts to get her a certificate and a trophy for a brilliant decision-making and poise under pressure.
I don't know what's more impressive. The 4-year-old who, alerts that mom's going bad. Or
right.
4-year-old from yesterday's show took a plastic sword from a pirate, jabbed it in that guy's junk. 4-year-old's amazing.
Exactly. Men's Room Sports. The abusive relationship between the Mariners and their fan base continues as they took Game 3 against the A's in spectacular fashion, winning the game with an impressive 16-3. Finally wrapping up the series this afternoon, they hit the road immediately to St. Louis to take on the Cardinals all weekend starting tomorrow at 5:15. Also on tonight, for your viewing pleasure, we've got some WNBA action on. Your Seattle Storm are in New York, and that game is currently underway over on Fox, and there was one more thing.
Let's get out of here.
Why do you guys look like you're in such a hurry?
Because?
Yeah. We're here at work, guys.
Chill out.
Calm
I don't
down.
look like I'm in a hurry. That
Right
look
now-
here is that I'm
right
going
now-
to stab you in the forehead.
In my mind, I'm in my car driving home.
Okay. Don't worry. It's Thursday Night Football. It kicks off right now featuring the Baltimore Ravens and Kansas City taking on the Chiefs. It's Thursday Night Football over on Channel 5. As far as your weather, if you enjoyed today's weather, we've got more coming your way. You've got clear skies bringing things down to the low 60s tonight before we get another gorgeous, clear, sunny day with temperatures topping in the high 80s. And that is it for your headlines with that. Football's back. Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you next time as the weekend is here. A Bad Choice Friday and the return of Ted versus the FCC.
Yes, indeed, it's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until next time, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.